Okay, we're here with Morgan Holman. Morgan, you're a junior libero. And at Smyrna, you guys scored 13-2 last year in the regular season, made it to the second round. How do you get past that second round hump?
Well, it's been a goal of ours for a while to get past second round, so we really give our all every practice, and we have the mindset of getting past that second round at every practice.
Is there anything you're doing differently this year than in the past to do that, or is it just keep working and progressing?
Yeah, every practice we've been focusing on talking, and we really every rep counts for us, so we've been working really hard on that.
So we have any new players? Look, I know you guys have 13.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another volleyball preview on 302sports.com. Mike Lang and Jason Winchell, along with Leonard Evans. Jason, we tried this last week at Cape Henlopen, and we ran into a few connectivity problems down there at Cape. We do appreciate everything that Cape did for us. So we're here this morning at Tatnall School in Wilmington. We got a play day going on. It's 7 of the better teams in the state here this morning. There's some spirited volleyball going on. So what we're going to try to do today, everybody, is bring you those interviews that we did at the Friends Play Day down in Smyrna and at Cape Henlopen last Saturday. And Jason, it's going to be a lot of interviews and some volleyball action. Maybe we'll get a person or two on live here at Tatnall today.
Yes. We'll also go over some matches to watch this year and visit our preseason top 10 later in the show. So we got an action-packed show here for you. And like Mike said, the 7 best teams are really here today. You got Smyrna, Archmere, St. Mark's, Padua, Red Lion, Tatnall. So it's and DMA. So
DMA, right.
It's an action-packed day here at Tatnall.
So right behind us, you're looking at probably Padua's bench, Padua and DMA. And to our right, we have St. Mark's and Smyrna. And all down at the other end was Red Lion
and Archmere.
And then
there's 9 minutes.
Tatnall is taking a break right now.
9:30 left in this part of matches.
So what we're going to do is we have a lot of interviews to bring you, so we're going to get right to them in a minute. But in a couple of minutes, we're getting to the interviews here for you. So basically what we have, we're less than a week to the opening day of the season.
Yeah,
a week from today, actually.
A week from today. In fact, one of the matches that first night is Archmere-Smyrna.
That's right, at Smyrna. The big night for high school football, obviously, but if you're a volleyball fan, that is one to see. And also on the 8th, Wilmington Charter is at Tower Hill.
Right.
They opened the season last year at Charter. And then those matches are 5 p.m. in Smyrna, 5:15 at Tower Hill. And those are really the marquee matchups this week. So I think what we're seeing today, Jason, is a lot more of the starters playing in these play days, a lot more intense volleyball than we saw at Friends 2 weeks ago when a lot of the rosters weren't even set. Right now, by now, the teams have their rosters set maybe a spot or two. And I think today what we've seen is a really strong Padua team behind us.
Yeah, Padua looks really good. Over here, St. Mark's and Smyrna have been putting on the show also.
Smyrna has looked very good, especially a lot of defense here from Smyrna. Padua, just a very tall front line, and they're blocking everything that DMA's throwing up.
They basically they do have to replace Matty Judge, who has been playing down at UD this year and been playing really well for the Blue Hens. But when you have the height up front, you can make up for that in the back row. So
very experienced Padua team with 5 or 6 seniors on that roster. So you might see us checking around here. We got schedules in front of us. We might be checking our phones for some information if we need it. We might be turning and watching a little volleyball because we're fans too. So we're just happy to be here and getting things going. We really tried last Saturday. We tried as hard as we could. It just wasn't happening. We were able to bring you several interviews. If you check the YouTube channel for 302 Sports, you'll see the volleyball preview from last week. Lots of interviews that we did at Cape Henlopen and we taped have already run. So we have to get the rest of these girls in. And the coach is very accommodating. We don't want to do the interviews for nothing. So they'll be running today. So we're going to have several. We're getting everything set up, and we're uploading some videos now. We're going to get. So we're just waiting for these videos to get ready, and then we'll be set to go. We'll watch a little volleyball in the background here. We got Padua right behind us. On that far court, Jason is Red Lion and Archmere.
That's Emma Lucy on the serve for Padua.
See, Archmere wearing the uniforms makes me happy because I know who's who. We've run into a few girls that we've talked to in interviews, and they're excited they're going to actually be on for a change.
There.
We're going to try to get Archmere on live. We did not interview them at all. Talked to Coach Mary Pat, and she's whatever you need, so appreciate that. We'll have Archmere on. So how about if we kick it off with paddle? Let's start with, we talked about paddle. Let's start with paddle. Jason made it to the quarters last year. They lost to Ursuline. I don't know my cheat sheet like I did last week.
They lost.
Has very senior-laden team.
Yeah, they were 13-2 in the regular season. Lost to Tower Hill and an out-of-state team, and then they came back and they beat Ursuline twice, and then in the quarterfinals, Emily Jerome went down with an ankle injury, and Ursuline just took them out.
So we talked to Coach Lauren DiSabatino and Emily Jerome. We're going to start with DSAB, and let's take it away, Len. All right, we're here with Lauren DiSabatino, the coach of the Paddle Pandas. Lauren, last year you guys got to the quarterfinals.
Yes.
Hoping to get a little further this year. You have 5 seniors on the team this year. Tell us a little bit about your roster.
We have 5 returning players, basically. 2 all-state returners, the player of the year. And we have some girls, some sophomores, juniors that really worked hard in the off-season to better themselves. We have an incoming freshman. We have about 4, maybe 5 girls that are, 5'10" or taller. So we're looking, we're going to be big at the net this year. We're looking to see how that's going to work out. Our back row is pretty solid, defensive players across the board. So, we're looking to come in strong and to just keep growing as the season progresses.
You have to replace a Division I college player on your back line. To tell us who gets to step into those hot shoes.
That hasn't been decided yet. They're still kind of what we like fighting it out, but we have a lot of options, which is good. I mean, last year we came in, we knew who was going to be there from the gate, and now we kind of have girls that are able to kind of, fill that position. If it's something's not working out, we can go here, we can go there. So I actually kind of, even though she was a great player, a strong player, and we depended on her for pretty much every ball, options is good to have.
As usual, Ursuline St. Mark's, you have charter this year, Tower Hill. Talk about the grind, Padua schedule.
Padua schedule is tough this year. We are definitely on the grind. I would say that we have no easy games, which is what I like. I like a tough schedule. That gives us the adversity to know what we can do, what we can't do in different situations. Even though nobody likes, a loss, and we're not expecting that or anything. I think that also brings a lot to the table, knowing that there's not going to be anything that's a definite.
And how excited are you to get this going?
I'm pretty excited. This is one of our favorite days of the year, this Friends Play Day, because we get to see a lot of people. We get to try a lot of things out, and it gets us prepared. So we just got done tryouts. We had 1 day of practice. Now, after today, we'll have a lot of notes and a lot of things to go off to start really getting ourselves ready next week.
Good luck this season.
Thank you.
Thanks for doing this.
See you soon.
I'm sure we'll see you in a gym near you.
Yep.
Thanks, Lauren.
Welcome.
All right, welcome back here to Tatnall School. Mike Lang and Jason Winchell. So listen to Lauren DiSabatino talk about making some changes this year after losing Maddie Judge. So there's going to be a new libero. I'm not sure who is in the yellow shirt there, but they have a lot of height. We're trying to get the Emily Jerome video up. Should we go to another school, or are we going to wait for Emily? So we're gonna hang out here for a second and get that Emily Jerome video up.
Padua was, like we said, taking on DMA over here. They play September 28th, and right now Padua is putting a number on DMA, and they play at Padua on September 28th. Check the 302 Sports schedule because we might be at that game in September. So go to our website, 302 Sports.
Nice dig.
Through the month of September, and you'll see each week the matches that we're going to bring to you live.
We mentioned that Padua ended DMA's in-state winning streak last year at DMA. So the Seahawks will be looking for some revenge. They have graduated 5 starters from last year, but I think they're going to be better. I think we agreed they're going to be better than people maybe thought they would be. A lot of the starters playing a lot here for Padua today, in this match at least.
Yeah, they played a lot at the Friends play day too. We have saw them play against Ursuline at the Friends play day, and Jerome and Lucy did not come out like they will during the regular season. So it's really good. And so they're a good team, and they're going to be have another solid year there at North Broome Street.
Let's watch a little volleyball here.
Good dig there by the new libero for Padua.
Yeah, I don't know if they have. I know they have the roster online. I don't know if they have positions online.
Another point for Padua. And speaking of Emily Jerome, she's about to serve here for the Pandas. She's going to Towson University.
Yep. So just we'll get the Jerome video up when we can. So looking at the, that's not the roster I want. So we're going to move on to the next video. Let's go. Jason, let's talk a little bit about Red Lion. They're playing down in the far court. They were playing in the far court. This session is over.
Yeah, they 40-minute sessions here today, which is longer than at the Cape play day when they were 25-minute sessions.
So Red Lion, a bit of a surprise last year, moved to the Diamond State Conference this year. It's going to be a stiff test for the Lions. And we talked to Coach Dan Betters, and we got the Dan Betters interview ready to go. And here's Coach Dan Betters from Red Lion. Welcome, Dan Betters, Morgan Mendick from Red Lion Christian Academy, new members of the Diamond State Athletic Conference. It's a big step up for you guys to talk about, and you can decide who goes first, to talk about moving from a non-conference, I believe, to the Diamond State, which may be the strongest in the state for volleyball.
Yeah, I think that for us, we're excited about it, playing against some schools that have some history as far as volleyball goes. And in years past, we've faced some pretty good teams too as well, but this by far is our toughest schedule. So we like looking at our schedule, and we like seeing that I believe almost every team was in the state tournament last year, and every single team returning we respect because they've got good players, play all year round. So we're excited to be in this conference for sure. Yeah.
Morgan, last year you guys were 12-3, made it to the second round, and Friends took care of business up here. They're a tough team. Obviously, the goal was always to get better. What would you like to see from the Lions this year?
Well, I know we're going to have our hitters, and we just want them to be able to work on transitioning and being able just to put away the ball more this year. And especially if our service team is strong and we get good side outs and stuff, I think we'll just be able to come out real strong this year. And we had a lot of people last year who played travel and got a lot better. So I think we're going to be more tough competition this year and be able to compete.
When you look up and you see Archmere, DMA, Charter, Conrad, all in your conference, can you get intimidating, or do you just say, hey, we can play with them?
I think we go one game at a time here, and I mean, regardless of how good the team is, anybody can beat anybody if you come up and show up to play. So to me, it doesn't intimidate me, and knowing my teammates and who they are and how competitive they are, I think if we play one game at a time, it's not intimidating at all. You just take one game at a time.
So where did Red Lion volleyball come from? A couple of years ago, you weren't in the conversation at all, and all of a sudden, we've got you here this morning, and we're talking about you with among the best teams in the state. Dan, how did that happen?
Well, I took over in 2012 as the coach, and the whole idea, the whole philosophy was let's just build it from the ground up. So we have the privilege of having a 7th and 8th grade program at our school too as well. So we got very good coaches down there in our middle school program, and really treated that as our farm team, if you will. And then just the idea of just instilling a different kind of philosophy with volleyball, and that we do want to win. Winning, of course, everybody says isn't everything, but the desire to win is. And just putting that into the girls. And so the idea was, I think the very first year that I started, we had not one girl in club or travel volleyball. Not one. I can't remember the exact statistic this year, but I was close to 30 girls across the entire program. We're in club and travel volleyball. It's not a requirement to make our team, but it obviously helps when they come in, they're ready, they're prepared. They've got really good coaches at all the various Delaware clubs. And I think that's what helped transform us, is that girls got a vision to win. And those first couple of years, we finally made the state tournament. I think my third year, got booted pretty quick. So the second year was made the state tournament again. Got booted pretty badly in that one. But last year, I think it was our very first state tournament win in the first round against St. George's, and then took a set from friends up here. And that just really motivated the girls. So that's really, I attribute it to the parents' commitment, the kids' commitment, the school's commitment to the sport.
So, I don't think you graduated a lot from last year. I remember looking at your roster, but one player.
One
So,
player.
anybody? Who's new that we should be looking for this year? You guys have a lot of return players.
Oh yeah, we have almost our entire team returns, but we have a DS that's moved up from JV, another DS that moved up, and we have one girl that was on varsity last year, but at the time she wasn't fully developed and wasn't ready quite, and she's just developed so much. I don't think anybody in the state really knows about her, but I think we actually gained a lot this year, and we're going to be able to show who we really are and our progress that we've made throughout the years. You know what I mean?
Yeah, a lot of things have changed for us. Again, the girls did an excellent job last year, and a lot of the holes that we had have been filled or just have been better in those areas. Whether it's a girl who went and worked real hard in the off season, just like Morgan just said, but I think you're going to see a lot of the a lot of that development this year, which we were very, very excited about. And again, I want to give credit where credit's due. I mean, with some of the club coaches at the various clubs, they've really helped our team in that aspect, where they really took a girl who had the raw talent and they developed it and turned them into players that can compete and make a difference.
So you guys are ready to go, huh?
We're ready.
I'm so ready.
I appreciate you guys doing this for us today, and good luck this season. I'm sure we'll run into you somewhere at a gym near you.
Thank you. Thanks
Awesome.
so much for listening,
Thanks,
everybody. Yep. Thanks.
We're back here at Tatnall School. Mike Lang and Jason Winchell. Jason, we also had with Dan Betters. I forgot we had Morgan Mendick, I believe a sophomore, who joined Coach Betters for that interview. So thank you, Morgan and Dan, for doing that for us. Red Lion. We'll see how they do this year. I've seen them play. They look good.
Yeah, they're new. Like we said, new conference, Diamond State. They're going to have to play Archman, New Arch Charter, Conrad. So they also have St. Mark's in the non-conference schedule. So their schedule's loaded this year. So it'll be good to see.
Let's go down state a little bit. We're going to head down to Smyrna. We were stopped in to see the Eagles last Friday. And I'll tell you what, that was one good-looking team in Smyrna. We've seen them here today, and they've been outstanding again. Yes. So we were down in Smyrna. They won Henlopen North last year. Lost to Tatnall in a super match at Archmere last year. I believe that was a
five-setter.
It was second round. Just an outstanding match. They're looking to move it a little further this year. So we're down in Smyrna last week. We talked to Coach Dan Wanless. We're going to start with Coach Wanless, and let's kick it back to Leonard Evans.
Leonard Evans here from 302 Sports with Coach Danny Wanless, Smyrna volleyball coach. How you doing today, sir?
Doing great.
Hey, getting ready to start the season. Got a couple questions for you.
Sure.
What does Smyrna volleyball have to do in the 2017 season to advance past the second round or farther than you guys did last year in the playoffs?
Well, we just have to work harder in practice. I challenged myself as a coach. I was satisfied with the results last year, going to the fifth set in the second round, but we want to take that next step and go past the second round. So again, not only the girls are going to be challenged more in practice, but me as a coach, I have to get better to put them in a position to get past the second round.
Absolutely. That five-setter was a classic.
Sure was.
Absolutely. Are there any underclassmen that maybe the media personnel or the fans don't really know on a first-name basis that we should keep an eye on this year that'll make an impact for Smyrna volleyball?
Yes, Sophia, and I can't pronounce her last name correctly.
That's fine, Sophia's fine.
She's a freshman. She's coming into Smyrna, and right now she's doing very well in practice, and she's right there with the girls in practice, hanging with them.
That's good to have some new blood, some new talent coming onto the team.
Sure.
And you guys added some tougher teams to the schedule. What was the reasoning behind that, and do you think it'll help the girls farther on in the season as the year goes on?
Whenever you can face some of the top teams in the state, it's going to prepare you for the tournament. And the competition level is just a little bit higher than it is across the Henlopen Conference. So when we're able to add some of the teams from upstate, it gets us a little bit more prepared. So when we go into the tournament, we know what to expect.
Absolutely, that makes sense. That's why you add the tougher teams so you get the experience. Well, Coach, we appreciate you doing the interview. Good luck this year, and we'll see you around.
Absolutely, thank you.
Thanks, Coach Dan Wanless, and we're back. Jason, we also talked to two players who were down in Smyrna. One was Reese Travato.
Right.
So we talked to Reese, and let's take a look at what Reese had to say.
Leonard Evans from 302 Sports here with Reese Travado. Did I pronounce that right? Travado, okay. I was close. Setter for Smyrna Volleyball. Here at their practice, their home court at practice. I got a couple questions for you about the 2017 season. What does your team, Smyrna Volleyball, have to do in the 2017 season to make it farther than you did last year, which was a five-setter classic match in the second round?
Well, we work hard in practice every day and just try to improve the little things that held us back last year. So every day we'll just do like little drills that constantly work on our techniques to just make us better volleyball players as a whole.
Yeah, the little things do make a difference. It's not always about the bigger picture. The small things and technique are always a good part of practice. Are there any underclassmen or new players that the media personnel or fans should keep an eye out for that maybe didn't get as much PT or were on JV last year?
We have an incoming freshman named Sophia, and she's actually in middle, and she's very good. And we also have a new Alex, who's also very good too.
Your coach mentioned Sophia, but he didn't attempt her last name. What's her last name? Do you know?
I'm not sure. I don't know. She's a freshman.
We'll find that out, but you're the second person that mentioned her, so we're going to have to definitely keep an eye out for her.
Yeah.
And you guys didn't really lose many players to graduation or anything. Having most of your teammates come back, does that make it easier to gel over the course of the season?
Yeah, definitely. We've all been playing together since we were young kids, so just over the course of the years, we just developed that kind of team thing that
bond.
Very good together, yeah.
Right.
So it makes it easier.
Well, Reese, I appreciate you taking the time to do the interview. Good luck this season, and we'll see you around.
Thank you.
Thank you, Reese Travato, for that interview. Great job by Len Evans conducting that one. But she was not the only Eagle we talked to. We caught up with her teammate, Morgan Holman, and here's what Morgan had to say.
All but two of your players back from last year, so not a lot of changes personnel-wise, or anybody new we should look for?
Yeah, we have a new freshman, Sophia. She's really good. And we have a couple people coming up from JV, and they're solid. So, we did lose two really key players, but I think we'll be able to work this.
So what's it been like for you to be part of kind of this resurgence in Smyrna volleyball? Your football team and your basketball team have really cranked it up, but maybe you guys don't get noticed as much. But it's really been a good period for Smyrna volleyball. For you, what's that been like?
It's been fun to really be set milestones like conference champions and stuff like that. We're really trying to change the program for the better. So it's been cool.
You open in a couple of weeks with Archmere. They're new to your schedule. Wilmington Charter's on the schedule. How does that make you a better team to play an Archmere or Charter?
Well, playing better teams will make you better. So playing these upstate teams is really going to help us and prepare us for states later on in the season. So.
You also have St. Mark's. I know you played them every year, and so really, it's just if you have one or two more losses than you would have last year, not necessarily a bad thing, is it?
Yeah.
And you're excited, ready to go? How's it been so far?
It's been great. It's a lot of fun. We're working hard every day.
Awesome. Well, congratulations. Good luck this season.
Thank you.
I'm sure we'll see you at some point during the year.
Right here.
Thanks to Morgan Holman, and Smyrna couldn't have been more accommodating, Jason. I'll tell you what, they were the nicest people when we went to see them last week.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun down there at Smyrna last week. They were really nice, and the coach was outstanding. Let's take a moment to thank our sponsors for bringing us these play days to you. So let's kick it over to Coach.
Life's too short to hate your home. Remodel your home with the pros voted Delaware's #1 home improvement company. Ferris Home Improvements has something for every homeowner at their new showroom on the corner of Kirkwood Highway and Harmony Road in Newark, Delaware. Explore products and layouts with the area's top designers. Touch and feel products that inspire your dream space. Ferris Home Improvements' pride in the details make them the area's best in roofing, windows and doors, siding, decks, kitchens, and bathrooms. Want a professional no-pressure remodel? Go see the best at the Big Shamrock on Kirkwood Highway. Ferris Home Improvements. Quality workmanship from a neighbor you can trust.
The Hadley Group is your local real estate resource. Brian Hadley joined Patterson Schwartz & Associates in 2005. In 2013, Nicole Flora joined Brian, followed by Emma Burnett and Grant Jepp in 2014. That's when the Hadley Group was formed. Patterson Schwartz Associates offer you exceptional knowledge of local market conditions and a commitment to represent you honestly and professionally. So for your next purchase or sale, think the Hadley Group. Visit our website at thehadleygroupre.com.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Solo Concepts. Solo Concepts is an award-winning restaurant group on the culinary coast with 10 locations. We're a chef-driven group. Come check us out. See you soon. Solo Concepts believes in the vision of our founder, Matt Haley: cook beautiful, simple food, develop the people we work with, and make the world a better place. Solo Concepts on the culinary coast with 10 locations from Lois, Delaware to Fenwick Island. Come check us out.
Mr. Italian began his career in home finance in 2002 as a mortgage consultant. Since 2002, Brian has helped over 1,000 home buyers achieve their dreams of owning a home. Brian's knowledge of current market conditions and his detailed evaluation of buyers' finance ensures that each buyer will receive the best mortgage to fit their needs. Brian is often commended on how efficient and effortless he makes the mortgage process for everyone from first-time home buyers to investors to experienced buyers. For the loan that fits you, contact Brian today. Hooters of Newark is located at 136 Astro Shopping Center, Newark, Delaware. Come in day or night to watch your favorite teams and sports on our many TVs. It's a great, fun-filled environment that is kid-friendly. Our craveable food menu has all the appetizers, burgers, salads, tacos, seafood, you name it, as well as our world-famous Hooters wings, which are the official wings of 302sports.com. Remember, you can always order online to take home our world-famous wings. It's your couch, our wings. Unique Image opened for business in Wilmington, Delaware in 1979 with one focus: wowing our customers with great products and even greater customer service. 30 years later, we are still doing exactly that. Whether you're looking for marketing tools to promote your business, gifts for your employees or clients, or planning a special event, we're here with the voice of experience to help you every step of the way for your complete satisfaction. Visit our new showroom in the Mill Creek Shopping Center, 4577 Kirkwood Highway. Unique Image, you envision, we create.
Here live at Tatnall High School for the Tatnall Play Day. Since Tatnall is the host, we called up with Coach John Evans last week, and we will go to that interview right now.
We're joined here by John Evans, coach of the Tatnall Hornets. John, you're an independent conference with friends in Tower Hill. Tatnall was kind of able to quietly put together a fantastic season last year. You're really not going to sneak up on anybody this year, are you?
No, I don't think we are. Being able to battle it out with Smyrna, kind of feel that 7th seed in the tournament and matching up against Washington was a really good season for us. So I think everybody knows what we're bringing. Our front row defense is a little different, but we're also the game coach is pretty similar.
You had it's a mix of youth experience. I mean, Ashley came in last year as a freshman, really turned some heads last year, and William was a senior this year.
Yep.
So tell us a little bit about your roster makeup and what people can expect to see.
We'll probably have 4 sophomores starting at any given time, and then 2 seniors and a couple subs here and there. Other than those 2 seniors, pretty young. So hopefully that'll extend for the next couple of years.
How do you build on it?
I think our big focus this year is going to be playing a lot better backcourt defense. I think that's how we build on it. We bring a couple of our other sophomores who got limited playing time last year, moving them up into a little bit more strategic and scoring roles. Having Soja hitting on the right side is going to help balance us out a little bit more. Mackenzie Pittman staying at our outside position pretty much. And having a pretty hard swing and a nice jump float is going to help as well.
Just looking at your schedule outside of the extended conference, a little bit different with your tournaments, so you're not playing everybody twice, right? But you also have, you're at Newark Charter, at Red Lion, you have Conrad coming in, and
Yeah, we
easy dates.
We tried to beef up the schedule a little bit this year. We've been trying to do it a little bit the last few years, but we were able to add Padua, Red Lion. We have Caravel and Conrad on there already, and our goal is just to make sure that every match is a good competition for us. We'd rather lose to a really good team than go and meet somebody that is kind of below our level.
And ready to go? Just are you getting there?
Yeah, no, we're good. The girls came out pretty much firing. First week was full ball sessions for us. So, yeah, we're good. This is our second play day, and I think we're starting to get comfortable with some of the lineups that we're running.
Well, thanks for doing this. Congratulations last year, and good luck for this season.
Thank you.
And we are back live at Tatnall with one of my favorite volleyball players, Emily Jerome from Padua. Emily, I really appreciate you doing this for us. I know we've talked to you 100 times, and we thought we were done with us, but the answer is you're never done with us. We talked to you 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks in the summertime, that's a long time, so I imagine there's been some progress since we chatted at Friends a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
Tell us what you're looking at now, a week before the season starts. What's Padua volleyball looking like?
Yeah, well, at the Friends Play Day originally, since it was such a new time in the season, it was more of trying to feel out who was going to be playing on our court, feeling out the players who we thought was going to make a better impact, and I feel like since those 2 weeks have gone by, we've definitely come up with a more solid lineup. We kind of know who's going to be out there, who's dependable, who we can rely on. I think the future's looking good. A lot of talent on the team.
We just watched you play DMA, and DZAB talked about the height on this team. Obviously, your front line is a little taller than we're used to seeing from Padua. You got a pretty big front line out there. Just tell us about you, Emma, Lucy. Who else are we looking at?
We have two middles, Michelle and
Jess,
Mackenzie,
right?
and then Jess. Yeah, and Grace. She's our right side. So.
And who's your libero this year?
Right now, Katie McGonigal has been playing libero, but it's up for grabs. Whoever makes the biggest impression during practices is going to be our libero.
And your setter?
Emma.
Emma's okay. So she's got height and she can sit. The multi-talented player. We talked last year. Not to revisit bad things, but you got hurt in the quarterfinals.
Yeah.
I know that the goal is to be at the Bob Carpenter Center at the end of the year.
Yeah, always.
And you got the talent to do it this year?
I think we do. I think last year we definitely had the talent, and it just didn't go our way. But I think this year we're going to work really hard and take it one game at a time to work towards that.
So, hard to believe. We've talked about this before. You're a senior this year.
Yeah.
School started yesterday.
Yeah, first day of classes yesterday.
Did you get senioritis yet?
Yeah.
So
didn't even learn yesterday, and I was already tired of it.
So obviously you have to. You still have to continue to go to school, obviously, and you're going to be at Towson next year. So before you get to play on that college level, you still have some things you want to accomplish personally as well as a team down here in the high school level.
Yeah.
So how motivated are you to get this going?
I've been working hard all summer, training, practices. Club doesn't even end until the beginning of July, so I'm playing volleyball basically year-round. I'm with some great players at East Coast Power for club. It's just I'm working hard, doing whatever I can to get in the gym, get working.
And we talked to friends about one of your goals this year is you'd like to be the state Gatorade Player of the Year, and I think that can happen.
And I'm hoping so.
And as far as Padua, the atmosphere around the teams, everybody's excited and good, ready to go, huh?
Everybody's ready. We definitely have a lot of players who last year were borderline varsity JV. We call them our floaters, and they've come up this year, so they're working into the team. Everybody's getting used to each other, but we all get along, on the court and off the court.
So we have our volleyball matches to watch. This is how I spent my valuable time yesterday working on some of this. And we're looking at Padua, friends at Padua, right? We have Paul VI from Virginia. There's another Paul VI from New Jersey at Padua.
My friend actually goes to Paul VI.
Oh, really?
New
That's
Jersey.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
They're playing, I believe, Ursuline this year.
Really?
Yes. Padua at St. Mark's, Padua Wilmington Charter. So, and DMA's at your place.
Yeah.
It's not easy for you guys, huh?
No, we actually, East Iowa said, talked to us about it, how we had to keep updating our schedules because we had a lot of tough matches that were back-to-back. And then next week we had more back-to-back.
I noticed
so
you guys
they
moved a few matches. I think the Ursuline match and moved in Tower Hill. They moved the Tower Hill match.
To prepare ourselves better with practice time and spreading out games.
Well, I hope everybody's in one piece come tournament time, right?
Same.
Especially you with that ankle.
And not hurting myself during the tournament.
Well, we don't want that to happen because we want to, it's with a healthy Jerome, it's more fun and it's more competitive.
More fun for me too.
And it's more fun. Nobody wants to sit on the bench, right?
Yeah.
It kind of stinks to sit there and have to watch everybody play.
Yeah, it does.
So, well, I appreciate you doing this again for us. You've been so accommodating, and I hope you have a great senior year. And
Thank you.
I hope the Pandas do. My girls went to paddle. I hope the Pandas have a great season too.
So do I.
Awesome. Thank you, Em. So that's Emily Jerome from Paddle. We're going to keep it right here for now. And thank you very much. Good luck. We are going to have, I lost our list, Jason. Who do we've got? Tatnall's already been done, right? So
we have the Tatnall players.
So how about if we go to the Tatnall players? We talked at last week with Tatnall. We talked to sophomore Ashlyn DeLucia and senior Juliana Campbell. They were playing today, and a tough team. Tatnall's in a tough conference.
Yes, independent conference. It's stacked, like we said, with Friends, Tower Hill, and Tatnall. Tatnall thinks they belong this year, and these girls are confident that they will play well.
And even a team like Sanford last year with 4 wins was probably in the top half teams in the state as far as talent goes.
Right, they almost snuck into the tournament there. They were right there at 24.
Just missed out on points. I thought they were in. I hit 23 out of 24 teams for the tournament. Sanford was the one I missed.
Yes.
I had them in.
I had them in also.
I believe
my math
Margaret
was
Christian
a
or
little
somebody
off.
got in. But so let's go to the Tatnall player interviews. Here's Ashlyn DeLucia and Juliana Campbell. We're joined by Ashlyn DeLucia, Juliana Campbell. Juliana, you're a senior. What's it been like the last year with this team? How excited are you for your senior season?
I'm so excited for my senior season. We had a lot of great freshmen last year, especially Ashlyn, so they helped us a lot. And having them come back stronger a year later is going to help us a lot this season.
It's a real tough conference, the independent. How do you stay in that conversation with your friends?
Well, we rely a lot on our sophomore grade offensively, and we're very close. Like, we have a close friendship with them, so we're always talking about different offenses and sets and what they like in a set and what I like for them to hit. So our communication is probably key with that.
Ashley, you came in and made some noise last year as a freshman, big freshman class for the Hornets. Was that planned, or how did you guys all, by coincidence, you all ended up with Tatnall playing volleyball?
I guess it was just kind of random. I was looking at schools, but when I saw Tatnall, I knew I wanted to go there. And the level of volleyball, it didn't matter to me at all what it was. I just knew I wanted to come and be a part of the team.
So we have, your coach mentioned 4 sophomores, 4 updates starting. Anybody new faces we're looking for this year?
We have a couple new faces. Emma Donovan coming in as a freshman. She played travel grade 9, and I played with her.
Are you worried about, nobody really scares you on the schedule, you can't be playing scared.
I'm more excited for the schedule than anything else.
It's cool because we play Brandywine, so you'll see a lot of the faces around the gym all winter, like Danny, Maddie Sachs. So that helps calm the nerves a little because they can be shocking the first time seeing them.
So last year, season had opened some eyes to volleyball coming. How about around school? What was it like as you guys were working through the season? I got right here, Tatnall. 13-5 overall, 11-4 in the season. You guys go ahead and be fun around.
Yeah, it was the best. School really got into it. Like, they started coming to all the games and like dressing up, and it was a good environment.
It was exciting. It was a lot of attention around the school, and everyone was so supportive of it.
Ready for more of the same this year, I imagine.
Yep.
Of course.
Awesome. Well, good luck this season. Thanks for doing it. I feel we're ready to get down the line.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And we're back here at the Tatnall Play Day. We want to thank Tatnall again, the host here, and we just heard from 2 of their top players, Mike and
Ashlyn DeLucia
and
Juliana
Campbell. So
we met Juliana's mom today. Very
yeah,
nice lady.
she's working hard at the snack bar
That's
today.
right.
So if you are in this building, go see her and buy some stuff.
So Tatnall, we're expecting some good things from Tatnall. Very tough conference. Moving on, we're going to kick it to the Catholic Conference now. Let's go to St. Mark's. And Jason, we're going to have talk to St. Mark's players Aaron Derrick and Savannah Siemens. What are we going to see from St. Mark's this year?
Oh, St. Mark's is going to be competitive. They play in the Catholic Conference. They got to play Ursuline twice and Paddle twice. But St. Mark's is ranked in our top 5 for a reason.
They
They're
have
going to be really good.
A lot of experience coming back. Besides Derrick and Siemens, we have the two Graces, Grace Frady and Grace Sawyer. And Jill Lytle is a senior this year. Jill came back from that big knee injury a couple years ago, and she had a great season as a junior.
Bounce-back season last year, so she plays an important role for that Spartans team.
So they are always competitive. They had a couple seasons ago that they missed the playoffs with an 8-7 record.
Yeah.
They did make it last year.
9-6, but
they got a bye
and they
last
had
year.
a bye.
That's correct.
And
One of the
before
top
they
8
lost
teams.
to Wilmington Charter in the second round.
So it's we mentioned last week. I think we talked about St. Mark's when we were down at Cape Henlope. And school's gone through some tough times as far as enrollment, but they're keeping their volleyball program top notch. And in volleyball, you don't need to have 1,000 girls to have a good program. If you have 10 girls who can play, you've got a competitive
You
team.
have a competitive program, and like we said, they play in that competitive conference, and they always have a tough schedule.
So why don't we take it to Savannah Siemens and Aaron Derrick. Take it away.
Word. Okay, welcome to Aaron Derrick and Savannah Siemens. Ladies, you can pick who goes first. Just talk a little bit about what we are going to see from the St. Mark's Spartans this year.
I think we have a lot of potential this year, and we've added some really good new girls. So it should be really exciting this year.
Yeah, we all are really close this year. We're all like really good friends, and it's gonna be a great team bonding and just fun experience this year.
Who are we going to see on the roster this year? New? Anybody that we should be looking out for?
Yeah, we have a new sophomore, Alyssa Berggren, and Amanda Tucci, she's also a sophomore.
And then our new 2 juniors are Ashley and Olivia, and all of them are really good. They have a great attitude for the team, so it's just gonna lift our spirits this year.
Are they up from JV or are they new to the program?
Up from JV.
So last year, you guys had a pretty good year. I think you maybe surprised a few people. Were you surprised by last year, or was that kind of what you expected?
I was a little surprised. I mean, going into the tournament, having a bye, that was surprising for me because that had never happened before. But I think with all the great girls that we have, it wasn't as surprising. But
I agree, being a freshman, it was all like a new experience, so everything was a surprise to me.
So what are our goals this year for St. Mark's?
make every team positive, make every win and every loss positive, and every point that we make a positive thing in our lives.
Do you look at wins and losses, Savannah, or you just say, let's go out there and play our hardest and see where things fall?
Yeah, I think putting all the effort that we have in as a team is super important. And if we don't come out on top, but we give it all we have, that's all we can ask for.
So, team goals, if you look at wins and losses, I know you try not to do that, but as far as where you guys want to see St. Mark's get this year, everybody wants to go to the Bob, so I guess that's the ultimate goal for you guys, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's possible?
Yeah, it's definitely possible. Everything's possible.
I think at St. Mark's, all things are possible, right?
St. Mark's, yep.
And so far early, it's preseason, I know it's early, how are things looking and how encouraged are you?
I think we have a pretty strong team this year.
Yeah, I think the spirit is really high in the gym, and we're all really excited for the season.
Every practice is loud and it's so much fun. We're all laughing every 5 seconds.
Well, it sounds like you guys are ready to get things started, huh?
Yeah, we are.
All righty, well, thanks for doing this for us, and good luck this season.
Thank you.
Welcome back here to the Tatnall Play Day. I'm Jason here with Mike Lang. We're here for the Tatnall Play Day. We have some interviews, and we want to thank St. Mark's, Aaron Derrick, and Savannah Siemens for taking time with us at Friends a couple weeks ago to talk about their upcoming season.
Had them on the steps, a little different backdrop, and they're excited and ready to go. I just saw the Spartans upstairs when I went up in search of Emily Jerome. I went up and talked to some St. Mark's kids, and they're excited and ready. So we are going to move along from St. Mark's back to the Diamond State Conference with Wilmington Charter, a new member of the Diamond State, out of Flight A into the Diamond State, basically going out of a conference they have owned into probably the most stacked conference in the state.
Yeah, and Coach mentioned that. He thinks his schedule's toughest in the state. He's going to argue with you, and there's no argument. I mean, they play all those Diamond State teams, and then you add Padua, Urson, St. Mark's, Tower Hill, so it's a stacked schedule for Wilmington Charter. They probably won't go 12-3 this year.
Hey, Coach Stover, you get to open your season at Tower Hill this year. Congratulations. I don't think he's going to Disney World, So we talked to Dave Stover, the coach. He's been around a long, long time.
Yes.
Won a title at St. Mark's, I believe, as a coach back in the 80s. So he is a state championship winning coach. Dave's a nice guy, been around a while. And let's take it over to Wilmington Charter coach Dave Stover.
We're joined by Charter coach Dave Stover. And Dave, it's that time of the year again, huh?
Yeah, it's always the best time. Get back in the gym. Girls are excited. A lot of laughter. A lot of hard work, though. So we're having a good time, working hard, because we switch conferences, and it's going to be really interesting year. We don't have a lot of gimmies this year.
You mentioned the Diamond State. We'll start there. Archmere, Conrad, DMA, Red Lion, Newark Charter.
So you have the Catholic Conference, but I think in terms of depth, Diamond State, there's more top to bottom good teams than the other conferences. It's going to be interesting. It's like any given night, there's going to be like 5-6 teams that are really going to have to battle to win.
So you're going to have a tough conference schedule, obviously, and your non-conference schedule, as usual, is a killer. I think I looked at your schedule.
We had Ursuline and St. Mark's before. Now we got Padua, and we picked up Smyrna. But of course, we kept AL.
And you open with Tower Hill.
Yeah, we start with last year's 4 semifinalists. So we can't ease into the season this year.
So there's no nights off for the Forest, huh?
No nights off.
Is that something you purposely do? Is try? I know your conference you really can't control, but the out of conference schedule.
I'd rather play really good teams, win or lose.
You're tournament tested by the time November rolls around then.
Hopefully.
So you have a pretty veteran team, I think for the most part, right? So
yeah, because there was only 2 seniors last year, and they were both like part-time players. But there's a lot of really good juniors that played last year a little bit. Last year I had a lot of sophomores up. Because I had this huge hole I needed to fill. So they got some playing time, but I'm depending on a lot of the juniors.
Let's start. Everything in your team seems to start with Maddie Matheny. She's one of the best hitters in the state.
No, she's been all state for her first 2 years in high school. So,
and
she's
how's she progressed over the past?
She's quicker, stronger, but we need to get more help for her. Because there was games last year she took 60, 70 swings in a match. That's just too much for one kid. So I'm looking at the other kids. I need 1 or 2 more that we can depend on to put points down against the good teams.
Who should we be looking for? Aaron, I guess, if you wanted.
There's a whole bunch. There's 5 or 6. Aaron, Ariani, Audrey, Danny Waltz is back. She was on JV till the end of the season last year, and then we pulled her up like the last week, and then she started for us in the tournament. So, and I have 2 really good setters.
How about any newcomers that we should be looking for? Or do you have any
there's no
new faces?
Standouts.
No.
I've got 3 or 4 good defensive people. Taylor Gillis, and she's very quick. She's a really good softball player, but she's just a good athlete.
So, what's the feeling around Charter these days? You guys are a couple weeks away from getting started.
We have a lot of work to do. A lot of work to do. We'll see what happens. I mean, the first couple of weeks are going to be interesting.
And
do the best we can.
You've been through a lot of training camps, so I guess you have an idea of what you're looking at.
This is year 33.
33.
So it's a progression. I mean, we get better as the year goes by because we work hard. And they're good kids. They listen and we try to do what we ask. We aren't great at the very beginning of the preseason, but we'll be better in a week, and we'll be better the week after. I tell them it's a journey. We know what our ultimate goal is, but you need to stop and enjoy the journey, because that's what you can remember. You can remember like the sleepovers, the dinners, the practices, and that's just as important as everything else.
Great. When the Force are ready to go, then, huh?
May the Force be with you.
Thanks for doing this for us, and we'll see you at some point during the season.
Okay. We'll look forward to seeing you.
Thanks.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Thanks to Coach Stover there for providing us information on Wilmington Charter. We talked of, like, their schedule is stacked.
It's stacked, yeah.
And he mentioned that their first 5 games, 4 of them were against the state semifinalists from last year.
I think I said if you wanted to follow a team and see the best volleyball in the state, Wilmington Charter might be the team to go watch, because they play everybody. They added a few teams this year that they have not played in the past.
Like
I believe
Paddle.
Paddle was on their schedule. In addition to they were playing DMA. They play Archmere every year.
Yeah.
And they'll play Red Lion. They'll play Tatnall. I'm sorry. They'll play Red Lion and Newark Charter and Conrad. So
speaking of the Archmere game, that's our first 302 Sports volleyball game.
That Thursday, Archmere at Wilmington Charter, 5 p.m. on the 14th. We will get to our schedule. I have about 50 games on here. We're not going to mention all of them. So, Jason, we were at Friends. Our first interview we did over there was with junior Maddie Matheny, all-state for the Force. And she mentioned, as she'll see in the interview, some of the players to look out for. They're libero Jenna Mayhew. They also have Taylor Gillis, who was libero last year. Aaron Michaelwitz is the other big hitter. Even though she's only 5'9", she can really get up there and hit. Riley Hudak is back. She's their setter. Yeah. It's a very, very talented team over for the Force.
It's a balanced lineup from top to bottom.
They play a tough schedule every year, so they may not have that 13 wins. They usually end up around 10 or 11 wins. But nobody wants to meet Wilmington Charter in the tournament, just as St. Mark's from last season. So I think we have Maddie Matheny ready to go. Let's take it up and watch that interview from the French Play Day a few weeks ago. Here's Maddie.
Okay, Mike Lang with 302 Sports. We're here with Maddie Matheny from Wilmington Charter. Maddie, you're a junior this year.
Yep.
And Charter reached the second round last year, I believe.
Yeah.
And tell me who you bring back this year besides yourself, and what you're expecting from Charter volleyball in 2017.
Well, last year we only had 2 seniors, so we're basically bringing back the whole team. So hopefully we're going to be better than last year. So we're just like building up our team, same as last year. So hopefully it's better. So we're working hard. Preseason's going well. So I think the team should be pretty good this year.
You're moving to a new conference this year. So you're out of Flight A, which you guys pretty much owned with Concord the last few years, into the Diamond State. Tell me what has that changed your preparation, or what's your outlook in the season?
So our first couple games are going to be very tough. Like most of the teams that we lost to last year, we're playing first this year. So we're definitely like trying to like be as best as we can like very soon. So that's what's different than last year. But there are also teams that like we've never played before, like Padua, which isn't in the new conference, but we added them to our like list of teams that we're playing. So this should be fun. Like I want to see how like the different teams are. So.
You opened the season on that first Friday at, I believe it's Tower Hill this year.
Yeah, it's at Tower Hill.
I remember last year you guys opened with them. It was a 5-setter. So they're finalists from last year. Not an easy way to open the season.
Yeah, I know. They're a great team. Their coach is my coach for club. So I know a couple of the girls in the team too. So they're always like a good rival for me. So I hope that. We're like pretty decently matched, I think, so it should be a good game.
But it was a 5-setter last year when you guys played them to open the season. And your schedule, like you mentioned, besides your conference schedule, it's like an all-star schedule you guys play.
Yeah.
There's no real breaks in your schedule for you guys. So is that daunting, or or you say, hey, we just got to play who's on the schedule?
Yeah, we just got to like go out, play hard every single game, so bring our best.
Anybody new we should be looking for on your team?
We have a sophomore on our team. She played up with us last year. She dressed towards the end of the season, and her name's Danny Waltz. and I think that she's like a great asset to our team this year. So.
And for yourself, what do you want to see for yourself this season?
Just being the best player I can, and also working on like leadership, which I know is like tough for me, but I hope I can be like more mature than I was last year. So.
And how excited are you to get this thing going?
Very excited.
Long summer, huh?
All summer, it's like, okay, when's it starting?
Awesome. Well, thanks a lot. Good luck this year, and thanks for doing this for us.
Yep.
Great.
Our thanks to Maddie Matheny and Dave Stover from Charter for their cooperation. Jason, a non-conference team returning, had no seniors last year, is Caravel. They were 15-0 2 years ago and lost in the first round. Last year they, I think Redline, was it who beat them?
Yes.
They have really beefed up their schedule this year, and Caravel's expecting big things.
Yeah, and they're going to prepare themselves for the tournament this year because that, like you said, that 15-0 record they got in the tournament. They played a top team and were eliminated early. So he doesn't want that. Coach Chili does not want that this year.
No,
and he came in there. They were already in the cycle, so it wasn't like he could change the schedule.
Yeah, they were kind of locked in. They do have Caravel. Okay, they are Caravel. They host Conrad in the second week of the first full week of the season. They also play St. George's, and they got Tower, and they're at St. George's this year. Friends will be going down there to Caravel. So they've beefed up the schedule quite a bit this year. Tatnall's on the schedule. So when we were down at we were up at Friends a couple weeks ago. We talked to supposed to be Cody Dillon. Coach brought some friends along, so we talked to a trio of seniors from Caravel. It was Cody Dillon, who's the redhead, Renee Hastings, and Tessa. The last name I can't remember. Laney, I believe. Tessa Laney from Caravel. So let's hear what they had to say.
All right, we're here with Cody Dillon, Renee Hastings, and Tessa Laney from Caravel Academy. Ladies, welcome. Thanks for doing this for us.
Thank you.
So we're doing the 302 volleyball preview. So just what it sounds like. Cody, tell us what we can expect to see from Caravel volleyball in 2017.
We're going to be a mainly young team, so we're not going to be what you expect. We're going to be a little...
We're building.
Yeah, it's a building year pretty much for the next couple years. We're still building the program, but we're going to end up pretty strong this year.
So last year you had a really good year. I'm trying to remember what your record was. I can't remember off the top of my head, but
I believe it was 11-4.
11-4. So just tell us how you build on a program like that. You said you have a few new players coming in. So tell us who new faces we might be seeing this year.
We're bringing in a few freshmen to practice with us and play with us. There's Morgan Brown, Haley Malvina, Cameron Chapman,
Emily Jones.
That's a lot of new players.
Yeah.
And I don't believe you had any seniors on the roster last year, did you?
Nope.
So, but it's still some turnover in the roster.
Yep.
I guess in a way that's good to get some new blood in there.
Yeah, so we can build for the next few years so they get exposure and they can get ready for when they get up in the upper class.
So how does Caravel improve? You guys have made some strides, but how do you take that next step?
Yeah. I feel like it's more about like the team chemistry.
Mm-hmm.
Like last year we started out a little rough, but I feel like this year, since we didn't lose any players, we're a lot closer. So I think that already helped us off the bat.
Definitely.
Tessa, what are you most excited about this season?
Playing volleyball. That's my team.
How about your schedule? Excuse me. How's the schedule shaping up for the Bucks?
It got tougher this year.
Yeah.
We got rid of some teams and put in tougher teams, so it'll be more fun.
But a tough schedule really, I think, helps down in the long run, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So Renee, talk about playing a tougher schedule.
I think that just sets us up for like a better standings in the playoffs, because the last couple years we've had easier schedules and we've won more, but then when we get to playoffs we're not quite ready. So.
And how's it gone so far? I know it's only been a week, but how's it gone? How you guys feeling? Looking?
We're getting there.
Yeah, we're still building, working out some of the kinks, but
we're trying a bunch of settings.
Yeah. That's me.
We have a lot of like first year setters now because we lost a couple. So.
Tess, what grade are you in?
Senior.
You're a senior. Okay, so you've been around. Renee, you were
I'm a senior.
So you guys are all seniors this year. So
Yeah, we actually have a lot of seniors. I don't.
Yeah.
Like half of
Like
our team
six.
is freshmen and the other half seniors. So.
So that's kind of an interesting dynamic there. So what should people expect when if they're coming down to see Caravel play? They're going to see kind of aggressive volleyball or
With a lot of heart.
a lot.
A lot of heart.
Awesome. Well, thanks a lot and good luck this season. Cody, sorry we caught you by surprise. And I'm sure
I was a little nervous, not gonna
we'll
lie.
run into you at some point during the season. So thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, girls.
Oh my God, thank you guys. Just saying.
To-
We're back at Tatnall School. Thank you to Caravel for those. I almost lost track, Len, of who we had on. It was Cody Dillon, Renee Hastings, and Tessa Laney. Thank you very much, ladies. Good luck to the Buccaneers this year. We are joined live at Tatnall in between matches here with Lexi Kelly from Archmere. Lexi, thanks for doing this for us. I know I talked to you a few weeks ago at your place. Say hi to the 302 crowd, and we're happy to have you here. Tell us, last year you guys made the semifinals against Tower Hill. Always a good team up at Archmere. What are we going to see this year from the Auks?
We have 2 new setters who are looking good. We got a lot of sophomores stepping up this year, which should be fun. And for like our seniors, it's our last year, and we've all been together for so long. So we're just like looking to make it our best year and have fun.
So it's you and your twin sister up front, so nobody can tell who's who, right?
No, we were just talking about that too. Like someone would be calling for Lexi, and Nikki would turn around because like they didn't know, and very confusing.
Who else do you have up front with you? Amy
We have
Thompson.
Amy Thompson, yeah, she plays middle for us. And then we have Lauren Edmondson, who grew a lot over the summer. And Abby Cates is playing front row little, Grace Merritt, Julia Kochi. We got a big front row.
A lot of talent there at Archmere. It's a small school, but every year Mary Pat has you guys right up with the contenders. Your freshman year, you won a state championship.
Yep.
I imagine that's a feeling you'd want to repeat this year.
Of course, yeah.
What has to happen for Archmere to be there?
We just need to keep working really hard. We can't take any breaks, play every team like it's like the best team there is. We're conditioning a lot of practice to like not be tired, working a lot with our setting, our hitting, just trying to put it all together at practice a lot.
Now this play day is usually at Archmere. You guys moved to here this year because the gym is air conditioned and it's not even hot outside, so we could have done this at your place. But
it's a little hot at Archmere, but we're used to it.
A little more room here. We got killed last week at Cape Henlopen with balls pounding us because we were right up against the wall. In the Diamond State Conference, you added, believe it or not, Wilmington Charter and Redline this year just to make your road a little bit tougher. Talk to me about what it's like to play in that conference night in and night out.
Well, last year was I think the first year that I was here when we won the conference. So that was really exciting. And just to see that it got more competitive was more fun. We're going to be playing like better teams. It'll be more of a challenge to win the conference this year, which should be fun.
I know you guys had a devastating injury last year with Zoe. Zoe Okoto, for those people that don't want to talk in code here. Zoe was a senior last year and could not play, which was a shame.
Yeah.
Everybody's healthy so far.
Yep, everyone's looking good. No injuries yet.
Well, that's good. And how excited are you to finally get the practice done and to get started?
Oh, I'm so excited. We've been doing preseason in the heat, conditioning, double sessions for so long. It feels good to actually be like practicing, playing games, and seeing other teams.
You were probably happy to go to class this week, weren't you?
I got a little bit of a break. It was nice.
From volleyball, right?
Yeah.
So we looked at you guys Friday night. You start with a you can't get much tougher than a road trip to Smyrna on the first night of the season. And then you have Wilmington Charter the week after that. Your schedule's is loaded. Conrad conference game, obviously. Here you go to Cape Henlopen at St. Mark's. I guess by the end of the season, you're about as prepared as you can be. You played everybody. You like playing that kind of schedule, even if it means you might have a night or two where things don't go your way?
Yeah, we always like having some more home games because we do have good fans, but we're not afraid of like going to other places.
Apparently not.
Yeah,
you got a trip to the beach in there this year, huh?
Yeah, we got a lot of road trips coming up.
Awesome. Well, Lex, good luck this year. Jason, Mary Pat has been around a long time and is one of the better coaches that we've seen. He said, come on in, she can't wait.
She's on her way over here to take my headset.
The perpetually smiling face.
One of the best coaches in the state.
Volleyball season. It's volleyball season.
I tell you, she's one of the most exciting people to be around. Mary Pat, thank you for joining us this morning.
Thanks for covering volleyball. This is big. This is awesome.
We love doing it. And we ran into, I told you we ran into some issues at Cape Henlopen last week with internet. So our preview show got split into two. So instead of one show, volleyball got two shows. So
That's good for us. Good for us.
you guys, this play day today, this is like quarterfinal night.
I tell you what, there are some amazing teams in this gym here. You're a lot of top 10 teams playing today.
Yeah.
And I'm just glad we're part of this play day because I got to thank John Evans. We usually host it at Archmere, but it's probably 100 degrees because we don't have air conditioning, and he's got 3 courts, so we love being here.
I told Lexi it's a lot cooler out today than it normally would be at the end of August, but it is more comfortable probably here than it would be.
My kids aren't used to wearing the same shirt the entire time. We change our shirts 2 or 3 times during preseason.
Yeah, Lexi mentioned it gets a little stuffy in your gym, but you do have your support at that school. The student body is incredible.
We have the best fans. We have the best fans in Delaware. The administration, the faculty, the soccer team, football team, field hockey team, they all come out. Basketball team, baseball team. It's great to be in all. It's great to be in all.
So we talked to Lexi about the players you have coming back. And I know what we talked about 10 days ago.
Yeah.
I imagine things have shaped up since then. Your roster's probably a little more solid as far. You had a roster then, but knowing where people are going to play. How are things taking shape for the Auks?
We're still working on some lineups. My DSs are doing a nice job in the back row. The Kellys, Nikki and Lexi, nice, strong seniors. Amy, who's a returning player, who's been with me for the 4 years now, her 4th year. So I got 3 nice, solid seniors, and I've got Anna, who's my 4th senior, who's just well-rounded kid, positive kid, and she keeps us going. It's good to see my seniors take leadership.
Your tough conference got tougher, so
Yeah.
You usually play Wilmington Charter anyway.
Yes.
And I believe you played Red Lion in the past.
We haven't.
You have not played them, so they are new.
They're very strong.
And we've watched them a little bit today, and I saw them at
they're legit.
At French.
They're legit.
It's a good team.
Yeah, absolutely. They're
That's
legit.
a tough conference at Diamond State. Do you look some nights and go, man, what have I gotten us into?
Yeah, yeah. When I look at the conference schedule, it's pretty crazy. And then the schedule that we have outside of that, we try to compete. We try to play with the top teams. We want to be competitive all the time as we come out. Everybody wants to win, but definitely competitive. It's been a nice preseason. The kids are focused, good chemistry. They're working hard for me. Love when they work for me. Love when they work for me.
One thing when I talk to coaches, and I talk to a lot of coaches, is they're only looking at the next game. Fortunately for me, your next game is a big one at Smyrna to open the season. That's got to be, in a way,
biggest game of the
terrifying
season.
And sometimes like super exciting because you got a great team to meet in game number 1.
Yeah, Smyrna is a real volleyball program.
And they are here today too, and
yeah.
they look good.
Yeah, they look real good. Danny's done a great job with that program. He's had over 100 wins down there. They're a real deal. They're a real deal. It's going to be a big first match for us. We're going to their place. Then there's a football game following, so I'm sure.
It's in Middletown, but it is, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm sure there's going to be all kinds of student bodies.
I thought it was I thought the football game was at Smyrna originally,
so
too. I was
it's
so
at
excited. It's at Middletown, yeah, but not too far away.
Yeah, not too far away, but no, it's going to be opener. It's hard to start with an opener as tough as we're going to start, but hopefully the kids will be ready, and it'll be a good match, and we'll compete with Smyrna. That's
and
what
it'll give you a good idea of where maybe you need to work on and where you guys are maybe really strong, and sometimes maybe get a little improvement there.
Yeah, we have work to do. We have work to do, but I like the progress the girls are showing me.
Now you have obviously a state title with Archmere in 2014, and you won a state title with Ursuline
back in '91.
In '91,
that's how long I've been doing this.
I don't know how many coaches have won in 2 different schools. You might be the only one.
I don't know.
I don't know. I'd have to look, but you've been doing this a long time, and it seems like you still enjoy coming out to the gym every day.
This is fun. This is fun. The kids make it inspirational. They work really hard for me. They're focused. They're dedicated. They're determined. They're an Auk. It's great to be an Auk. Archmere is a great place to be.
And if only Ursuline could have found a volleyball coach to succeed you. I'm kidding, Sue Heiss. You know I love you.
Well, actually, let's make Sue old. I started in '90 as our assistant coach. So we go way back. Yeah. I think they found a coach.
They did find a good coach.
They definitely found a great replacement for me.
Great. Well, I appreciate you doing this, and hard to believe it's another year, and here we go.
2017. Let's play volleyball, ladies. Let's
ready.
play volleyball.
Thanks.
Thank
Very
you for
bad.
your time.
We will be at your place, I'm sure, more than once.
Thank you. Thank you for supporting volleyball. And again, thank you for Tatnall for hosting. This is an awesome place to be. And I'm glad all the teams and the kids are out here playing, and even parental support. This is awesome.
I'm glad we're not getting killed like we did last week at Cape Henlof. Thank you very much, Coach.
You're welcome. You have a wonderful day.
And we will see you along the way. Len, are we going to take a break, or we want to keep going here? Thank you. We're going to take a break and get resituated here, and here's a message from our great sponsors.
Life's too short to hate your home. Remodel your home with the pros voted Delaware's #1 home improvement company. Ferris Home Improvements has something for every homeowner at their new showroom on the corner of Kirkwood Highway and Harmony Road in Newark, Delaware. Explore products and layouts with the area's top designers. Touch and feel products that inspire your dream space. Ferris Home Improvements' pride in the details make them the area's best in roofing, windows and doors, siding, decks, kitchens, and bathrooms. Want a professional, no-pressure remodel? Go see the best at the Big Shamrock on Kirkwood Highway. Ferris Home Improvements. Quality workmanship from a neighbor you can trust.
The Hadley Group is your local real estate resource. Brian Hadley joined Patterson Schwartz & Associates in 2005. In 2013, Nicole Flora joined Brian, followed by Emma Burnett and Grant Jepp in 2014. That's when the Hadley Group was formed. Patterson Schwartz Associates offer you exceptional knowledge of local market conditions and a commitment to represent you honestly and professionally. So for your next purchase or sale, think the Hadley Group. Visit our website at thehadleygroup.re.com.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Solo Concepts. Solo Concepts is an award-winning restaurant group on the culinary coast with 10 locations. We're a chef-driven group. Come check us out. See you soon. Solo Concepts believes in the vision of our founder, Matt Haley, cook beautiful, simple food, develop the people we work with, and make the world a better place. Solo Concepts on the culinary coast with 10 locations from Lowest, Delaware to Fenwick Island. Come check us out.
Mr. Italian began his career in home finance in 2002 as a mortgage consultant. Since 2002, Brian has helped over 1,000 homebuyers achieve their dreams of owning a home. Brian's knowledge of current market conditions and his detailed evaluation of buyers' finances ensures that each buyer will receive the best mortgage to fit their needs. Brian is often commended on how efficient and effortless he makes the mortgage process for everyone from first-time homebuyers to investors to experienced buyers. For the loan that fits you, contact Brian today. Hooters of Newark is located at 136 Astro Shopping Center, Newark, Delaware. Come in day or night to watch your favorite teams and sports on our many TVs. It's a great, fun-filled environment that is kid-friendly. Our craveable food menu has all the appetizers, burgers, salads, tacos, seafood, you name it, as well as our world-famous Hooters wings, which are the official wings of 302sports.com. Remember, you can always order online to take home our world-famous wings. It's your couch, our wings. Unique Image opened for business in Wilmington, Delaware in 1979 with one focus, wowing our customers with great products and even greater customer service. 30 years later, we are still doing exactly that. Whether you're looking for marketing tools to promote your business, gifts for your employees or clients, or planning a special event, we're here with the voice of experience to help you every step of the way for your complete satisfaction. Visit our new showroom in the Mill Creek Shopping Center, 4577 Kirkwood Highway. Unique Image, you envision, we create.
Back at Tatnall, Jason, I think things are going well today. We're having a good time. Yeah. Some live interviews. We'll try to get some more live interviews later. We do have a few more on tape. 2 weeks ago, we were at Friends School, and it was a nice, stinky, hot morning at Friends. So comfortable in here.
Yes.
But they have 4 courts at Friends, so that makes things a little easier. 4? Yeah, they have 4 courts.
The East and West gyms.
That's right, and two courts on each. One of the matches that was played there at Friends was Ursuline and Padua. We shot a little bit of video of that. We're going to watch that, and then we'll come back, and we'll continue on right after this.
This is tough from up here. That's what I'm saying.
watched some highlights of Ursuline and Paddle. They will play twice this year. They've moved the dates on that, so we're not sure exactly when off the top of our head.
The first one is Wednesday, October 4th.
We do have the matches to watch, so we'll go through it in a little bit.
And then they finish the season October 27th against each other.
So we just watched Ursuline. We're going to do a little bit different here. We're going to have Ursuline split up. We talked to Sue Heiss last week at Cape Henlope, and Sue made the great play of the day, blocking the ball that was just about to hit her, and she flashed that right hand and knocked it out of the way. We also talked to her libero at Friends a couple weeks ago, Sam Davis. Sam's a senior, one of the best players in the state, and somebody to watch this season.
Yeah, she's really good. She just got a big national award before the season started, too, as a preseason All-American to watch out for. She's really good. Unfortunately for us, she was taking the SATs last week, but we were able to catch up with her friends. And
it's an extremely talented team at Ursuline.
Yes.
She's really the senior leader, not the only senior, but Taylor Wright is also on that team. They have a great front line. Sue Heiss talked about that last week with Knockett and Corinne Fury and Taylor Wright and Coachy. So they have a lot of players on that team.
And Cassidy Markle.
I'm sorry, not Coachy. She graduated. Cassidy Markle is going to be their setter this year. She can also play the front line, but she's going to be setting.
Right.
So we have Sam Davis, and let's see what Sam had to say. Okay, Sam Davis from Ursuline joins us via memory card. I can't say via tape anymore. At Friends Play Day, Sam cannot be at the Cape Play Day because she's taking the SAT.
Part 2.
Part 2. I don't know why. I don't think she would need the second time, but Sam, we're just getting to look at you. I know it's early. Give us a little bit of your feeling about your Ursuline team this year.
I am so excited for this year. We have a lot of younger kids, and we're going to work hard every day, and I'm super excited to see how we meet everyone's expectations this year. I think we're going to be held to a really high standard, and I think with a lot of hard work and dedication that our team's definitely going to be a family and work together and hopefully succeed.
You kind of surprised some people, maybe not yourselves, but you surprised a lot of volleyball observers in Delaware last year, making that run to the final. Were you guys ahead of where you thought you would be, or what was the feeling last year with that team?
I think last year, being down 6 seniors that we had just lost, we weren't really expecting too much of our team, but we went in every day and practiced, worked hard, had that mentality that it's anyone's year, just like every year. And I think that with all of that going on, that we were able to come over that.
So you're the anchor in the back. Just tell us who else we should be looking for this year with the Raiders.
Definitely Corinne has improved a lot. We have a lot of people that have improved. Taylor, of course. My sister Sydney, she's improved a lot. She'll be in the back row. Cassidy Markle, great setter. She's improved a lot this year as well. And a lot of the younger kids. Avery Brown's a freshman. She's my little sister Ursuline, and she's doing really well. So yeah.
So we have Avery Brown. Anybody else we should be looking out for that we may not know?
Emma Popham is doing really, really well. She played a little bit last year. Kylie Knockett's doing really well too. AT.
And there's names that we know from. They obviously played for you guys last year.
Yes.
So a little more experience this year for Ursuline, which is a scary thought.
It is.
As good as you guys were last year, you're back with almost the exact same team.
Right.
And a year of experience. So you guys have to be like sky high going into this season.
We're really excited.
What's the expectations for Ursuline, for the players? What do you guys talk among yourselves?
I mean, obviously, I think that we're trying to win. Everyone's trying to win, but I think our expectations this year are to go into practice, work hard every day, be the best that we can, and hopefully that'll transfer over and help us succeed later in the year.
So you're a senior.
Yes.
Tell us what it would mean for you at Ursuline to go out on top.
Literally everything. I mean, just to bring back the championship to Ursuline, it's been a couple years, so I think me being a senior and me being with Taylor and Morgan Truitt, the other senior, I think that for us is just going to mean the world.
So you guys have the target on your back this year. It's a little bit different feeling going in?
A little bit. I think we're all a little nervous just having that high standard and high expectation, but I think that we're ready to meet that or even exceed it.
And one more question about your schedule. You obviously have to play St. Mark's and Padua twice each and St. Elizabeth's. Not too many easy stops along the way for Ursuline. Just how's that kind of get you ready for the postseason, playing the kind of grind schedule that you guys do?
I think we're going to be ready. I mean, we're going to work hard every day, like I said, and I think with that we'll, come together and hopefully succeed.
here at Tatnall. I want to thank Sam Davis for sitting down with Mike and myself last week at Friends. She's a great player. We've been covering her for 4 years, and we enjoy it. We are going to take a commercial break, and we will be back.
Come back with live action, right?
We'll come back with live volleyball action.
And we see DMA in blue.
Life's too short to hate your home. Remodel your home with the pros voted Delaware's #1 home improvement company. Ferris Home Improvements has something for every homeowner at their new showroom on the corner of Kirkwood Highway and Harmony Road in Newark, Delaware. Explore products and layouts with the area's top designers. Touch and feel products that inspire your dream space. Ferris Home Improvement's pride in the details make them the area's best in roofing, windows and doors, siding, decks, kitchens, and bathrooms. Want a professional no-pressure remodel? Go see the best at the Big Shamrock on Kirkwood Highway. Ferris Home Improvements. Quality workmanship from a neighbor you can trust.
right, everybody, we haven't really left you. We're still here. We're just back on the microphones. Mike Lang and Jason Winchell, along with Leonard Evans from 302 Sports. Jason, I think before we move on to our next team, we should thank the Tatnall School for everything they've done for us today. The athletic director, Pat Jones, and the head coach, John Evans, welcomed us in very short notice and asked us, what do we need, what can we do for you? And they let Leonard come over yesterday and make sure we didn't have a repeat with our internet issues. So thank you very much to the folks here at Tatnall. And they put on a first-class event here today.
They do, and that's why I love coming here to Tatnall School. They treat you with open arms. Great match. You're seeing live action here between DMA and the host Tatnall School.
Yeah, and behind us, Jason, we were watching a little bit of paddle and Smyrna, and I think there's some dents in the floor from some kills from one Emily Jerome. She looks like she is in mid-season form, and she did mention she never really stops playing. She plays club all year round, so Emily's over there killing it. So we do have 3 more teams to bring you. I think we're going to start with back to the Henlopen North with Cape Henlopen, our host last week. And we mentioned Tyler Coop, the coach, has tried to beef up their schedule, and he's been able to do so now that he's out of that 2-year cycle.
Yes.
They've added some Archmers coming down there. They've added some games.
Sanford, I believe, is on their schedule.
Cape Henlopen has Smyrna
yes.
in the first full week of the season. Cape Henlopen at Smyrna at 5:30 on September 14th. So that's a big one. I think Smyrna is the favorite, but you never know with Cape. I mentioned, I noticed yesterday that Abby Anama, who graduated from Cape last year, is playing volleyball at now I can't remember, at Goldie Beacom.
Goldie Beacom, yeah.
She's at Goldie Beacom with Sydney Fulton.
Yes.
And Morgan Andrews.
Right, Morgan Andrews.
So 3 Delaware products on that Goldie roster. Abby Anama is listed as 6'3".
Yeah, she was tall.
We saw her last year. We went down and watched them play at Polytech, and then we saw them again in the first round of the state tournament. They also have our interview subject, Logan Shuttleworth, is back. Sophia Spinelli, they do have some talent back at Cape Henlopen. We're going to throw it to Logan Shuttleworth last week on her home court at Cape Henlopen. All right, we're here at Cape Henlopen High School with Logan Shuttleworth, the Vikings, a senior this year. Logan, is this your 4th year playing volleyball?
This is my 4th year playing volleyball. I guess I started as a freshman.
So, Tyler, this is 3rd year, so it's been quite a change since you came in here, right?
Yes, definitely. A lot of positivity brought and a lot of just togetherness as a team brought to this program.
Not to mention you've also recruited. How's that been here? It's field hockey and lacrosse and girls sports for dominant. Volleyball. What's that like around the school?
He definitely has. I mean, we've had so much support from him since he's got middle school and we saw that definitely this year. We have 4 freshmen on varsity this year, and they've all stepped up and played amazing for us so far.
So last year you were in the state tournament again, and obviously that's the goal again this year for you guys.
Definitely, yeah. My sophomore year and my junior year, we got to the state tournament and lost first round. So our goal this year is to take it 1 step further than we've been.
And just tell us who besides yourself we should be checking out.
Both our seniors. Staying consistent. We also have, like I said, these freshmen that come in. They're gonna do good things while they're here at Cape.
And how excited are you to get started?
I'm so excited. We got so excited for just this play day. I can't wait till the season starts.
Thanks a lot. Good luck this year.
Of course, thank you so much.
All right, we're back here at Tatnall. Jason, Cape Henlopen has made some real strides in the last few years. Getting into the state tournament, they're just looking to take that next step.
And I think Tyler Coop will have the team ready this year. Like you said, they have Smyrna in the conference, and they'll have to bring their A game that early September contest with Smyrna.
That's a tough one. That might be their biggest match of the year, and it's.
And then they got Archmere September 23rd on the Saturday at 11:30 in the morning. So if you're free on a Saturday and you want to drive to Cape, you can watch Archmere Cape that Saturday morning.
And you can go to the state park right after that?
Yes.
that match. I believe there might be a football game there that day too, if I'm not mistaken.
Might be.
A Cape Head local football game. Back to, we're winding down our taped interviews. We're going back to the Diamond State, kind of a newcomer to the state's elite, to the volleyball, and that's Conrad. They've had some success in a lot of sports. We mentioned girls basketball particularly. Their baseball team had a great season last year. So they made some strides there at Conrad School of Sciences. Conrad's in that tough Diamond State. They're going to have their hands full, but there's a lot of talent on that team.
Yes, Conrad's a top 10 team, and they're a top 10 team for a reason. They have some talent, and they got a great team over there at Conrad.
So the player we talked to is Alyssa Fayville. She's joined by the Kaleja sisters, and there's some changes on the roster. But we talked to Coach Jen Skinner, and I believe we have Jen ready to go. And here's Jen. All right, we have Jen Skinner from Conrad here with us. Jen, last year you guys put together an 11-4 regular season, and a tournament game. So it's good to have back.
This year we're extremely athletic, which is a very positive thing. We have a lot of girls that are very versatile and play a lot of different positions. We have our starting libero back, Alyssa Fayville, who's a sophomore. She was 13 all state last year. We have both of my outside hitters back from last year, Julia and Testa, and Olivia Joswick. We also have children middles back, the Kaleja sisters, Julie and Steph, and also a lot of experience, younger kids that are coming in and really helping the program grow.
And you did lose 6 seniors from last season.
I did lose 6 seniors.
You don't seem too worried.
We have a good mix of senior experience and young athletic kids. So I think they're bonding really well. They're working really hard together. I think we're progressing really well.
So I'm looking at
without streaming.
I looked at Conrad's volleyball history, the splits of last year, and you guys went from volleyball from almost an Africa. You guys were really fantastic competition. How did that happen?
I think just hard work. Just really trying to promote the program, really trying to push volleyball. I've had great kids there. I came into the program really wanting to learn, wanting to get better. We've had a lot of young athletic kids that play a lot of different sports come into our program, and teaching them the game of volleyball. They're really learning and liking the game. Our conference, I think, has been the best conference in the state the past couple of years with Archmere, DMA, Charter. This year adding Charter, Red Lion, adding a bunch of really strong teams. So I think this will be the best conference in the state again, I think.
I want you to finish my sentence. It will be a successful season for Conrad
if the girls continue to grow together and work to their potential. I think we can really do good things.
And how excited are you to get started?
I'm very excited. I think the girls work hard. Doma's here. I think they're excited to play their first game. We really improved our schedule this year. We picked up a lot of high quality teams. Charter, Tower Hill, Cape, Polytech. Kind of picked up a lot of high quality teams this year to push us and make us better.
Great. Well, thanks for doing this, and good luck this season. We will run into you.
Awesome. Great. Thank you very much.
Okay, and we're back. You see the Tatnall DMA just wrapping up their latest scrimmage. We have a couple minutes. We're going to see if we can get somebody on live, Jason. But before that, we're going to head to an interview we did last week with Alyssa Fayville, one of the multi-sport, very talented athletes they have at Conrad. Alyssa's a libero, or setter.
She's a libero.
Libero, right.
And she's one of my favorite players. She's small in stature. She makes up in heart. She was fearless during the basketball season. She's fearless in volleyball.
I kind of think that kind of describes myself. No? Maybe not. So anyway, here's Alyssa Fayville. Alyssa Fayville, thanks for joining us. You are a junior this year or sophomore? Only a sophomore. It seems like you've been around forever. Tell us some of the new faces or some of the returning faces.
And Juliana Testa, she's an outside, and she's starting to be a center for us.
Now that Diamond State Conference is kind of loaded. When you look at the competition you face, and you're like, man, are you confident in your ability to play with Charter and DMA and Red Line and all those? You have to be.
So how excited are you to get started in the new diamond state?
Show what our ability is and how we can compete with the top teams in the state.
You're 2 seasons ago, you guys were, I believe, the 24 seed, and you pulled off the upset in round 1. I believe in this building right here.
Yeah.
And you've steadily moved up. How's it been for you to be part of that progression in Commonwealth volleyball?
It's been a really good right now, and knowing that I'm one of the only ones left that's in 17th grade. There's only like 3 or 4 people.
And what's it been like around the school? You guys have a great student body, and you're really enthusiastic. And they really adopted Conrad volleyball.
Yeah.
What's it been like?
Well, like game day for us, everyone always gets excited.
All your teammates running behind, jumping out of the way. So you get started in a few weeks. Can't wait. How's it going?
I'm really excited.
Awesome. Well, good luck this season, and we'll see you some point down the line. Thanks, Alyssa. Next up.
And we are joined live here at Tatnall School by Molly Betters. Molly, thank you for doing this for us. We missed your friends. You mentioned that one of your teammates conked you in the head.
Yes, she
and
did.
You had a concussion. Was that on a hit?
Yes, it was. She was hitting on the outside, and I got hit right in the head, and I was out for a week. So
we don't have to name the teammate because we don't want people tracking her down.
Yes.
So we talked to your dad and one of your teammates. We talked to Morgan Mendick at Friends, but now we have Molly here. Molly, kind of a breakout year for Redline last year. You made a move this year to the Diamond State. What do you guys need to do to keep that forward progression going?
Well, it is definitely a big step for us to be in Diamond State Conference. We're super excited to be stepping up the competitive level and playing some new teams this year. We're planning on working really hard, getting our hitting power up, and continuing our defense in the back. We have a great libero, Morgan. So we're really excited to see what this season holds and hopefully some wins. So.
Do you think Redline people is still kind of under the radar a little bit? People just don't know much about your volleyball program or your school even, but Redline's kind of flying undetected there. Is it time for people to know, hey, this is Redline and we're here and we're going to make some noise?
Yeah, we've definitely been under the radar for sure. We're a small school, but I think that this year we should hopefully make some noise and hopefully pull through a couple shocking wins. That's the plan, so hopefully.
Now, I don't know how many of your games you have on here, but in that Diamond State, you're going to be taking on teams like DMA and Archmere and Conrad, Newark Charter, Wilmington Charter. There's really no easy nights in that conference. Is that something you guys are excited about with that kind of schedule, or you think, oh man, what's going to happen? Are you nervous, or are you ready to go with that schedule?
Oh, we're thrilled. We can't wait for the competition. We love the hardest games of every season. Those are our favorite games, so we're really excited that almost every game is going to be that competitive and at that caliber. And a lot of our tribal teammates are on those teams, so we're excited to play them. So.
I know we got to get you back to your game here, but what the support's been like at the school with the success your team has had, what's it been like around school?
We're super excited. The whole team is excited to be in Diamond State Conference, and everyone's really excited to see how our team does. As a small Christian school, we're not usually on the radar a whole lot, so everyone's pretty hopeful this year.
Did you start school yet?
Yes, we did 2 weeks ago.
And what year are you?
I'm a senior.
You're a senior, so you probably get that senioritis kicking in already,
Yep.
don't you?
Not for volleyball season, though.
Now, what are you going to do next year? Do you know yet?
I have no idea yet.
No, what's early? You got time.
Yeah.
Molly, thanks for doing this, and good luck this season. I'm sure we'll see you down the line.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
All right, well, I think they're missing you. You better get out there. You got to step in front of those Emily Jerome kills.
Can't wait.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Just watch the noggin.
Okay.
All right, Molly Betters, thank you for doing that. And Jason, Molly is an enthusiastic player. Took one for the team right off the head. Got a little concussion, so head injuries are no joke. Even in volleyball, you can still get them diving or getting a kill right off the coconut.
Right.
So thanks to Molly. We're going to see who else is available. But before that, how about if we move on to our final taped interview, and that would be Wilmington Friends.
Yeah, we saw Barb Trinzy and Dan Nathan stop by for interviews last week at the Cape Play Day, so we want to thank them. They're going to be an interested team this year, Friends. They did lose Danny's sister, so they'll have to replace her, and they play in that tough independent conference.
Yeah, Alyssa Nathan did the first team All-State did a little bit of more than once.
Yeah.
She's playing at Swarthmore now. She did a little bit of everything. She could set, she could kill, she served. She was the leader on that team. But they're good kids, and it's a good program. And besides Danny, they have Delaney Martin and one of the Nix sisters, Kaylin Nix. So that should be not missing too many steps at Friends. So we did talk to Barb Fitzgerald, and I think we have that one ready to go. Here's Barb.
We're joined here by Barb Fitzgerald, the coach at Wilmington Friends, Quaker Pride, DC.
Quaker Pride.
Barb, you graduated, obviously, Alyssa, not just Alyssa, new
graduated
four seniors.
Yeah.
How do you replace that for?
Well, we have a good group of freshmen coming up, so we're really excited about that. And it's giving people a chance that were on the team last year to get some playing time now that they have the experience.
So we have, we all know about Danny Nathan, All-State player. Who else should we be looking for?
Well, we have a freshman setter, Catherine Herron, who has played club and been at Wilmington Friends in the middle school. So she's moving up. We have freshman outside, Kayla Farley, who is also, actually Catherine, Kayla, and Mariah all play on the same club team. So that's a help that they kind of have that base coming in.
So we're going to have that many freshmen?
At one time, I think we have 4 freshmen on the board, which is also exciting because it shows Danny's leadership, and then our outside hitter from last year, Delaney, actually got moved to libero this year in her senior year. So she's taking one for the team and really helping us out with our passing.
Quick look at your schedule. This is one word, ouch. I think is the word. You have maybe the toughest schedule in the state, just looking at it. It's just got to make you better come tournament time. It does. You got Archer, Padua, your conference, Caravel, Smyrna, St. Mark's, Ursuline. You got everybody.
Yeah, we open with
charter. I don't know charter.
Yeah, we open with. We added Smyrna this year. We open with St. Mark's and Padua. So you got to start somewhere. Might as well start there, right?
So it's got to be exciting for you. I know the beginning of the season is always exciting. You have so many new faces in there. It just kind of keeps you going.
It keeps us all on our toes, and we're able to try new things. We did the same lineup for the last 3 years, I feel like, with maybe 1 or 2 people moving in and out. But now we have 4 to 5 new people out there on the court, so it's exciting.
So it's a good time to be a Quaker, huh?
It's a great time to be a Quaker. So.
Great. Well, congratulations. Good luck, and we'll see you during the season.
Thanks
for doing this for us.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Alrighty, back at Tatnall School. Thanks to Barb Fitzgerald from Friends. We've got a hitting exhibition going on behind us with Padua. Man, they are looking really good today.
Yeah, Emily Jerome just set another kill down someone's, put a dent in the Tatnall floor here. They're going to get that replaced before the season starts.
They're looking really good. To our right, we have St. Mark's and Tatnall. And down at the end is DMA and Archmere. So Smyrna gets this one off. They might be on their way home by now. Who knows?
They're right over there, a couple players.
I thought this is probably the last.
We don't know.
We're not sure. Who knows?
It could be another one after this if Smyrna's not going home.
We did mention we do have a Danny Nathan interview from Friends. She's a junior this year, All-State last year. So here's what Danny Nathan had to say at Cape Henlopen last week.
We're joined today by Danny Nathan from Friends, junior this year, correct? Hard to believe, huh? You're one of the older players in the team now.
Yeah.
So you graduated 4 seniors, I think Barb said, bringing in a lot of freshmen. As one of the older players in the team, how does that change your role at all, or do you just feel like you're more of a leader this year?
I think it's forced me to be more of a leader, but I think that I also have to depend on that a little bit more because it is not a single-person sport, it's a team sport. You have to rely on each other. You can't just go through the game to depend on one person.
So you guys had a pretty good season last year. Friends, you made to the quarters against Tower Hill. What's a successful season for Friends this year, in your estimate, or your opinion? What would be a good season for the Friends?
What would be a good season?
Yeah, is it just taking another step forward? Or, obviously, everybody wants to go win.
Yeah, obviously we go as far as we can. I think if we can all come together and everything start to get everything figured out and people are more confident in like themselves, I think it would be a better team and obviously success.
I know it's less than 2 weeks into the preseason. Got 2 weeks to go till opening night. How excited are you? How ready are you?
I'm excited. I like school. Well, not school. School volleyball.
Volleyball. I'm sure you like school too. Yeah. No? Maybe we'll take that part out. All right, well, Danny, thanks for doing this for us. Good luck this season, and I'm sure we'll talk to you down the line.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you.
Jason, believe it or not, that is all the taped interviews we've run between last week's show and this week's. So that's a lot of interviews. So we're going to watch a little bit of match action here while we're watching the matches behind us. We're going to take a break first.
Yeah, let's get a word from our sponsors who made this day possible.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Solo Concepts. Solo Concepts is an award-winning restaurant group on the culinary coast with 10 locations. We're a chef-driven group. Come check us out. See you soon. Solo Concepts believes in the vision of our founder, Matt Haley. Cook beautiful, simple food, develop the people we work with, and make the world a better place. Solo Concepts on the culinary coast with 10 locations. From Lois, Delaware to Fenwick Island. Come check us out. Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Solo Concepts. Solo Concepts is an award-winning restaurant group on the culinary coast with 10 locations. We're a chef-driven group. Come check us out. See you soon. Solo Concepts believes in the vision of our founder, Matt Haley. Cook beautiful, simple food, develop the people we work with, and make the world a better place. Solo Concepts on the culinary coast with 10 locations. From Lois, Delaware to Fenwick Island. Come check us out.
All right, we're back. I think we are back. All right, there we are. So, Jason, a lot of the interviews are done. Unless we're going to try to bring some people in live when this match is done. So we got a really high-powered match behind us with Smyrna and Red Lion. I'm sorry, Padua and Red Lion.
Yeah, Smyrna is off this session.
Smyrna is off. I'm sorry. And then we're down the other end is Archmere and DMA, Diamond State matchup. So we're just going to watch that. If you can't tell, it might be a little difficult with Padua. Emily Brome has the pigtails back there.
Yeah, she's playing in the back row on that rotation.
Right in the middle of back, and she looks ready to go. This Padua team looks really good. But not to downplay Red Lion, they've also looked really good today. There's a nice hit on two. So while we're watching this, Jason, we have a
list of
probably about 80 matches on here, but
Yeah.
we're not going to, obviously you can't watch all of them.
We won't give you all 80, but and a lot of these games could be our 302 Sports Spotlight games on certain weeks, so check the 302 Sports.
Going by the calendar here, next Friday is opening night, September 8th, and we start with a couple humdingers.
Yeah, right out of the start.
Archmere Smyrna at 5, Wilmington Charter at Tower Hill, 5:15. So I know it's a big football night, but if you're a volleyball fan, you got some choices next Friday.
Yeah.
If football's not your thing.
Two good matches right out of the gate to open the season. I am really looking forward to that Archmere Smyrna game. Like we've seen both teams here today. They're both look outstanding. And that's a new matchup this year for both teams.
I think they should have the match right here today. We have some referees. That way we can watch the whole thing.
We can watch the whole thing and not have to leave to go to the Smyrna Middletown football game.
On Thursday the 14th, It's Archmere again. This time they're at Wilmington Charter.
And right now, that's listed as our first volleyball live stream game. So if you're at Archmere Wilmington Charter on the 14th, you can watch the game right live on 302 Sports.
If Padua or Friends is your thing, they play each other at 5:30 at Padua. Kind of an early start at Padua.
Yeah, early start there for the Padua. That's another top 10 matchup. I mean, you got two top 10 matchups on that Thursday.
Maybe if I can talk to Lindsey Brown over there at Padua, she'd move that one from 5:30 to 7:15. Then we can watch the Charter, Archmere Charter, and Friends Padua.
Right.
I think they should take care of us, or me at least.
I think that's right. In fact, maybe DSAP can help us out.
She's the assistant AD. Why not?
Yes.
Also that night, if you're downstate, it's Cape Henlopen at Smyrna. A great early season Henlopen North matchup.
That's the same night too?
5:30.
Oh, wow. I need 3 different cars for that night. That's a great night.
So moving to the next week, Tuesday the 19th. I believe I'm off that night. Tower Hill is at Smyrna at 5. Wilmington Charter at DMA at 5:15. So a couple of nice early matches.
And that night, 302 will be live at St. Mark's for the Padua St. Mark's volleyball
So that looks
matchup.
like a doubleheader day for me. I will probably go check out Charter and DMA before heading over to St. Mark's to watch that one.
Yes.
I think I can catch an hour and a half or an hour or so of that DMA match before I got to go down to St. Mark's. Friday the 22nd, another Friday night, unfortunately. Tower Hill, you're killing me, Hillers. You're killing me playing these Friday nights. This one's on the road right here. Tower Hill Tatnall in this building, on this court right here.
Yes. They might have to take out some of the dents that Emily Jerome put into the floor. So.
Also that night, Padua and Wilmington Charter at 6:30 over at Charter, a Friday night matchup on the 22nd. So that's a good one for Padua. We've seen them a few times already. Moving right along to the next week, the 28th, the Thursday. If you are a volleyball fan, if you can clone yourself and be in two different places, Friends at Tower Hill, 5:15 starts off that day, the 28th. Then at 7 o'clock, Delaware Military Academy looking for revenge at Padua that night. And St. Mark's travels to Ursuline. So right there over by the neighbors, Ursuline and Padua, will be going at the same time.
And we haven't finalized that week's schedule yet, but I have a feeling we'll be at one of those 3 places for that. Because, like I said, that's 3 great matches there on the 28th.
So looking at that's really the end of September there. There's some good matches at the end of September. On the Friday the 29th, and more Friday night stuff. Appo at Charter. Appo poised probably maybe take Flight A. I think they'll be up there with St. George's and Flight A, probably your two competitors. Right. Speaking of St. George's, at Conrad that night.
There you go.
Those both at 5 o'clock. And then at 6:15 that Friday, Red Lion, who we're watching right here with Padua, they play at Archmere on Friday the 29th.
Homecoming at Archmere that weekend. The football and soccer teams play the 30th against St. Mark's. So it's a big weekend there at Archmere. Again, homecoming.
Another big kill there for the Pandas. Did not see who got that one. May have been Jess Mullen. Moving into October already. I told you we weren't going to show you all 80 games on here. You know, I was going to go to the October 4th, which is a Wednesday. I know it's the PO2 Sports Weekly, but Tuesday, October 3rd. Henlopen South. Delmar at Milford.
There you go.
Delmar, the defending champion, that lost quite a bit from last year. And Milford, a decent team in Milford, so maybe a Henlopen South preview.
That's probably your conference matchup right there. Whoever wins that match will probably take the Henlopen South.
Well, I do like Lake Forest. I think is going to have a decent team too.
Right, Lake Forest will be the 3rd team in that mix for the Henlopen South.
That's some good volleyball from Archer, catching a few of them. Good defense and a nice dig down there by the Hawks. The next night, Wednesday the 4th. Did we mention Ursuline yet? Ursuline at Padua, 7:15 that night.
And I believe that night,
Archmere at Tower Hill. I'm thinking doubleheader for me that night.
Yes.
If you like Flight B action, also Wednesday the 4th at 5 p.m., Mount Pleasant at Dickinson.
Mount Pleasant and Dickinson. There you go. Good Flight B battle.
Dickinson was the, I believe, 11-4 last year. Mount has moved down. They have a lot of height. I have not seen them play. They were at the Christiana play day a week or so ago that I was able to stop into. Did not really see. They were on a break when I was there, so I didn't see Mount Pleasant. But Flight B, actually, we don't want to leave anybody out here.
No,
we're concentrating on these
302
top teams.
Sports. We cover it from top to bottom.
Emily Jerome won to serve now for the Pandas.
Watch out, red line.
And into the net.
Or the net.
M, come on, M. So yeah, the net's going to be hurting after that one.
And that's crying right now.
Let's go Friday again. Friday, October 6th. You know, in Flight A, they're not going to get a lot of attention, but I think they'll be pretty good. Newark High School.
Yes.
At Appoquinimink, Friday the 6th at 5:45 p.m. Jen Johnson, now right here at DMA, really did some good work in Newark for the last 4 years. They were 10-5 last year.
Yes.
Did not make the playoffs, but they were they won 10 matches, and there's nothing wrong with that. Appo, not the Flight A champs because of charter, but they were in the tournament last year. They lost to Padua.
Yeah, they took care of Cape Henlopen, I believe, in the first round in a five-setter.
At St. Thomas More. So anyway, that night, Friday the 6th, DMA at Ursuline. Ursuline with the win last year at DMA. We'll see if the Seahawks can get revenge this year.
Well, actually, DMA beat Ursuline twice last year.
That's right. They lost to DMA lost to Padua, St. Mark's, and Archmere.
And Archmere.
Not Ursuline. The one Catholic school they were able to beat was Ursuline.
Yeah, both matches were. The final was 5-set, and the regular season was a 4-setter. So it was not easy for DMA to get those two wins.
Wednesday, October 11th. 5:30, Padua at Tower Hill.
Yeah, that was moved from October 7th to that Wednesday night.
We found out why from Emily Jerome. Their schedule was stacked.
Jam-packed.
So I think DSAB was trying to get them a break without not killing her team. So if you're the coach, you got to do it. For us, we just have to make some adjustments in our viewing schedule, that's all. Newark Charter Conrad also that afternoon, so a little Diamond State going on. Moving along, those Friday nights are killing us. Let's go to, here's a Saturday morning. If you are up on a Saturday morning and you're not watching Concord football, you're looking for some volleyball action? Saturday, October 14th.
I believe I had this on my calendar.
Cherry Hill East.
At DMA.
DMA has traveled to Cherry Hill East in the past. This time they're getting them. East is going to come west. They're going to drive a little bit west to Wilmington and play in the cafeteria at DMA, and it's going to be loud, and it's going to be crowded. It should be a lot of fun.
Some good volleyball.
Tuesday the 17th. St. Mark's right here behind us, or to our left, and Red Lion on the court right that we're watching right now. So St. Mark's at Red Lion on Tuesday the 17th. Tatnall at Tower Hill, great independent conference match.
Yeah, second matchup, second time we've mentioned Tatnall, Tower Hill. That one's got to be at Tower Hill because the first one was at Tatnall.
Also that night, Appo plays at Ursuline. So it should be a decent match. Good test for Appo and a good test for the Raiders. If you are in Middletown, I know some of you are in Middletown, and you want to see a good, this year, Flight A matchup, St. George's drives across town to Appo, 5:45.
Oh.
Wednesday the 18th.
That's going to be a good, like Mike said, a good
rivalry
rivalry
game. Could be the Flight A championship right there. Believe it or not, that's almost to the end of the season.
Yes.
Thursday the 19th of October. How about Ursuline and Wilmington Charter that night?
There you go.
6:15 at Charter. Should be a good one. If you're downstate, we haven't forgotten about you, Kent and Sussex County. This is a Kent County battle. 6:30, Polytech at Cesar Rodney.
There you
I
go.
don't know what CR brings back this year. I know they graduated a few players.
But they're always tough in the Henlopen North, along with Polytech. They're both chasing Cape Henlopen and Smyrna.
So Polytech, the Panthers, at the Riders of Cesar Rodney. CR had a good year last year across the board in sports. We'll see how their volleyball team looks this year. expecting a lot of them from a lot out of them in boys soccer and some other sports. Alrighty. Friday, the 20th of October.
And I already got it's going to be could be the match of the year candidate between Tatnall and Archmere at 6:15.
That is correct.
And probably, we haven't done our schedule yet, but probably a 302 Sports spotlight game for that week.
Oh, by the way, if you're in Kent County that night before that, at 5:15, Friends of Smyrna.
There you go.
A very good match at Smyrna, another one. But that Padua and Archmere should be a humdinger. I think I've used that word before. A whiz-bang game of the match that should be sold out at Archmere that night.
Like Savannah Siemens just used her foot to save a ball, and the point continued.
She's multi-talented like her sister Claudia.
Yes.
So we mentioned, Monday the 23rd, a rare Monday night game. Wilmington Charter goes not too far to Wilmington Friends.
Ooh.
5:15 on a Monday. Thinking, yeah, but I don't live up that way. I live farther south. What do you got for me?
I'm sure we have a great
Apo
match.
at Caravel.
There you go.
Monday the 23rd.
So like you said, not a particular busy, Monday nights are particularly busy. This October 23rd is filled with some games.
And you know what? If you're an enterprising young man or lady, you might be able to make both of those. We got 5:15 and 6:45. You know, in volleyball, some of the times the issue is they start early.
Yes.
So you got to check Twitter really to see if they've started yet or how far away they are. Get a friend who's down there to text you and let you know, hey, the JV's still going on, or they're going to start at 6:45, they're going to start at 7, whatever. It's a little frustrating sometimes if you're trying to cover these things, but that's the way it goes. We're hoping with 302 to maybe, if we're going to be there for the games, that they hold to the schedules that they have. So we'll have to work with the ADs on those. That was the 23rd. The next night, Tuesday the 24th, Independent Conference Tournament at Sanford.
6 teams.
Yep, I think they play 2 nights, but that is the first one.
They play Tuesday and Thursday. Thursday will probably be the championship. It could be semifinals and championship on the same night.
So the same night, believe it or not, Tuesday the 24th, you want to mark your calendars. DMA at Smyrna at 5:15. You can watch that and still get up to Wilmington to see St. Mark's de Padua. And if that's not your cup of tea, drive a few more blocks over and go catch Archmere and Ursuline. I think I know where I'll be that night.
302's going to have a tough time putting the schedule together for that Tuesday night.
At Archmere and Ursuline could be a finals preview.
And Padua St. Mark's and Smyrna DMA.
I want to apologize to the Padua folks. I'm not saying you can't make the final. I'm just saying Archmere and Ursuline could be a finals preview. St. Mark's de Padua could be a finals preview.
That's what I just said. And same thing with
Smyrna could be a finals preview with DMA.
And DMA. That could be a finals preview. That night, our boss, Nick Holliday, is going to have a tough decision picking one of those.
We may have to get a couple different crews out covering more than one.
Yeah, we might need anybody available to do some matches that night.
Are you listening downstate? Huh? So we'll see what happens. But that's a great Tuesday night, the 24th. Thursday, 26th, we mentioned the Independent Conference. Keeps going. Red Line is at DMA that afternoon at 5:15. It's a doubleheader night for me. Red Line at DMA 5:15. Padua at Ursuline 7:15. So I don't know if we'll be at either of those games. I may be there because I have another job, so I may be there for my other job.
That week, we're going to try and bring you Tuesdays and Thursday nights are normally good nights for us if we have people available. So, again, another one to talk to Nick Holliday, but Padua Ursuline will probably be on the schedule. Could be a game of the week.
And what night did we say we were not really thrilled with volleyball? Friday.
And Wednesdays.
But Friday night, the 27th, the next to last day of the regular season. Conrad at Cape Henlopen, so a trip to the beach for the Red Wolves. Nice save down there for DMA. Great dig. And Archmere is going to try to kill this one.
Nice set there by Emma Lucy.
Nice dive for Archmere, but the point goes to the Seahawks.
And in the middle court, it was Emma Lucy to Emily Jerome for another point.
We're going to hear a lot of that this year.
Yes.
Emma Lucy's going to be setting for the Pendants, and it's going to be scary. Speaking of scary, Friday the 27th at Wilmington Charter, 6:30. Smyrna at the Force.
A lot of Smyrna matches this year, man. Their
they
schedule
look so good this year.
Their schedule is. Oh, I'll tell you what. We said Wilmington Charter had a tough schedule. I'm not going to rule out Smyrna. That is an incredible schedule.
Who hit that one?
Emily Jerome.
Yeah. Should have known. Did you hear the boom? And then also that night, Caravel at Tower Hill, Friday the 27th.
Yeah,
at 7 p.m., a late start for
late
Tower.
Start at Tower Hill. The match was originally scheduled for Caravel early in September, but was moved to Tower Hill and moved to later in the year.
Must have some kind of conflict. Nice save there by Red Lion. The set, and the Pandas off the block. No. Do not sleep on Red Lion. I go a bad music pun. The Lion does not sleep tonight.
What a good
nice dig off of that Jerome kill.
Yeah, you don't see that much. Good dig.
Oh, Lucy said that was set over the net, but Red Lion's there, and that's long, but some good action going on.
That was a great point there, both teams.
Jason, the final match of the year. Saturday the 28th at St. Mark's High School. Ursuline, the preseason #1. We'll get to the top 10 in a minute, but it's no secret. Ursuline's preseason #1 at St. Mark's, 7:15. I think I'm going to have to arrange my schedule to be down at St. Mark's that night.
Yeah, another night that we could possibly live stream a game. That's a busy week.
Not sure what the football schedule is that week.
Oh, it's 7:15 on a Saturday night. Your football is probably done.
Unless there's a night game at Baynard, but we won't we have to look at the schedule. But so that would either be DMA or St. Elizabeth's or Pops Husky Howard. They just play day games. Football is another show.
Yes.
Speaking of shows, Jason, I think we should mention, we have not mentioned it today, this Wednesday, September 6th. Tell us what's going on for 302 Sports. We're excited. What's going on?
Yeah, we have a live show. It's going to be every Wednesday nights at Hooters in Newark. We're going to talk about top 10s in all sports, game action results, live interviews, taped interviews, you name it. We're going to have it, an hour-long show every Wednesday night. So coaches, athletic directors, players, you want to come out, you want to go live with us on those days, feel free to contact us at 302 Sports, and we will look to get you on some of the live shows. Like we said, it starts September 6th, but it's going the whole calendar year during high school sports, because no one brings you high school sports like 302 Sports.
And that first Wednesday next week, it's getting close. The highlight is going to be Smyrna and Middletown football.
Yes.
And I know you and Leonard and I was down in Cape last week. Middletown played at Cape last week, and I know we stopped by Smyrna and they weren't home. But I know you and Leonard have spent the last couple weeks crisscrossing Delaware, trying to get as many interviews and video as you could
for all 4 sports: field hockey, soccer, volleyball, and football. We're going to bring it all to you this year at 302 Sports, and we're glad to be bringing that live show. That live show is going to be fun. We're going to have prizes and stuff. We're going to have Twitter questions. We're going to bring it full
trivia, I believe.
Yeah, so it's going to be a great show. So if you can't make it out to Hooters on Wednesday night, catch it on the YouTube channel, 302 Sports. Mike will be on that show. I'll be on that show along with Benny and Pat Garrianis.
Yeah, Benny Pinella and Pat Garrianis, and this Wednesday night, I will be there this Wednesday. I won't be there every Wednesday. With my schedule, I'll see what we can do, but I will be there this Wednesday night. I believe Nick's going to take some chances and put us on live again. Take some chances with his camera equipment.
I think he hasn't learned his lesson yet that we might be bad for the cameras.
But we'll be on. We're going to be talking some volleyball and some football.
We'll be talking all 4 sports.
Talking everything.
Like we said, it's live at Hooters. It's this Wednesday night. If you can't make it out to Hooters, you can catch it live on the YouTube channel. But we are looking forward to that live show. We're going to do all 4 sports, top 10s, live interviews if any coaches or players want to come out. So it's going to be a fun night. Starting September 6th, it'll be every Wednesday night.
And our first big game of the year is the football game next Friday.
Smyrna and Middletown.
Smyrna and Middletown able to play this year because there's been a drop in teams in Flight A. Opened up a spot on the schedule, and Middletown had an opening, and they were able to fill it with Smyrna. I'm kind of excited. It's the first game of the year. Part of me wants it at the end of the year, but we might see them again in the playoffs, or in the finals, or in the semifinals. But that's a great way to kick off the football season. I know there's 2 games on Thursday. We can mention those real quick. Indian River.
Just one. Indian River, Glasgow.
I thought Archmere Dover.
They moved to a Friday. Moved it back to a Friday. I guess the stadium wasn't available or something.
Oh, that's not good. I was available Thursday. I was all set to go watch Archmere football.
Yeah, I was too. Unfortunately, I was moved to Friday.
Well, so much for that. So we do have Indian River and Glasgow
Indian River,
at Caravel.
1290.
It's on 1290
and 302.
And 302, and that was originally going to be played at Glasgow, I believe.
And now it's at Caravel.
It will be at Caravel on the turf. That turf field gets a lot of use. Speaking of turf, right outside here at Tatnall, we saw them busy putting the turf field in. So there's going to be another turf field up in northern part of the state, which I like grass, but you can't deny it. You need the turf fields nowadays.
Yep.
So we're watching Padua and Smyrna. A couple more, about 8 minutes to go in this session.
And then we'll try and get some live interviews.
Nice block there for Pandas. I believe it was Emily Jerome. She does everything.
Yeah.
I saw the hand stick up. I couldn't see who it was, but I narrowed it down. Hey, so much talent back this year. And seems like we're gushing over Padua. You know, they're right in front of us, number one.
Yeah.
And we've seen them play a lot today, and they look really, really good.
Yeah, they gave DMA all they can handle in a match earlier today.
Taking a little bit of, trying to catch a little bit of the Archmere match down there, and the Hawks also look really good. I thought DMA looked outstanding last Saturday at Cape Henlope, and they were really, really good.
And then right here, St. Mark's and Tatnall. St. Mark's and Tatnall putting on the show also. Again, I want to thank John Evans for letting us come out here today.
We're going to try to grab John, but we don't know when he's free.
Yeah.
Maybe we can get him in a break between matches if he's playing again. We can just get him over here real quick. We'll talk about today's play day and all the talent in this gym. This is unbelievable.
Yeah. I'm looking. There's a lot of banners in this gym, too, for Tatnall.
A lot of track and field.
Track and field and cross-country. And
under the wall behind you, the 1,000 Point Club. There's a couple names we recognize.
Jawan Carter.
I see Boney, Dexter Boney. And right next to him, a name we might recognize, Perillo, 1507. Yeah. We know Justin played the last 3 years with the Packers, signed with the Bears. Unfortunately, did not go to training camp with the Bears this year, and I believe Justin is currently a free agent.
So
he's working out hard here in Wilmington.
I was going to say, with Cut Day on Saturday, there might be teams looking to bring him in.
A tight end with some experience. Justin's a good friend of ours at 302, and we see him around a lot of different sports. We got some other Delaware products in NFL camps. Chris Godwin with Tampa
Bay Buccaneers.
Andre Patton out of St. Elizabeth is down with the Chargers. I'm in San Diego, in LA with the Chargers. Paul Warlow now with the Detroit Lions.
Yes.
And there's probably a couple more. Harmon. I can't remember his first name.
Dewan.
I believe. Yeah. And then who's with the Patriots? I believe, right? He's downstate, out of
Caesar Rodney.
And I don't know if Mike Adams is still playing.
I'm not sure.
University of Delaware product. Linebacker who has a Super Bowl or two to his name. So we are 4 minutes or so from the end of this session.
Then we'll have 5-minute breaks in between sessions.
Yeah, we'll try to grab somebody during a break, and then
we know Padua was off. We'll try and get Padua during the next segment for you guys.
And I believe I will run over and try to get John Evans, the coach of Tatnall, even though we did have an interview with John. But I want to talk about today's play day more than the Tatnall Hornets. what a day like this, what that brings to a team to play. This is high-level competition in here. Let me tell you.
7 of the better teams in the state of Delaware.
If you're a volleyball fan, this is a great place to be on a Friday afternoon. It is now the afternoon. We've been here for a long time. Once again, thank the people here at Tatnall for letting us come in and set up.
Oh, we got to thank the hardest working guy here, Leonard Evans. Does it all for us behind the scenes.
Leonard figured out all of our technical difficulties from last week, and why don't we do that? We're going to take a break. Let's get a word from the people who make this possible besides Len Evans.
Life's too short to hate your home. Remodel your home with the pros voted Delaware's #1 home improvement company. Ferris Home Improvements has something for every homeowner at their new showroom on the corner of Kirkwood Highway and Harmony Road in Newark, Delaware. Explore products and layouts with the area's top designers. Touch and feel products that inspire your dream space. Ferris Home Improvements' pride in the details make them the area's best in roofing, windows and doors, siding, decks, kitchens, and bathrooms. Want a professional, no-pressure remodel? Go see the best at the Big Shamrock on Kirkwood Highway. Ferris Home Improvements. Quality workmanship from a neighbor you can trust.
The Hadley Group is your local real estate resource. Brian Hadley joined Patterson Schwartz & Associates in 2005. In 2013, Nicole Flora joined Brian, followed by Emma Burnett and Grant Jepp in 2014. That's when the Hadley Group was formed. Patterson Schwartz Associates offer you exceptional knowledge of local market conditions and a commitment to represent you honestly and professionally. So for your next purchase or sale, think the Hadley Group. Visit our website at thehadleygroupre.com.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Solo Concepts. Solo Concepts is an award-winning restaurant group on the culinary coast with 10 locations. We're a chef-driven group. Come check us out. See you soon. Solo Concepts believes in the vision of our founder, Matt Haley: cook beautiful, simple food, develop the people we work with, and make the world a better place. Solo Concepts on the culinary coast with 10 locations from Lois, Delaware to Fenwick Island. Come check us out.
Mr. Italian began his career in home finance in 2002 as a mortgage consultant. Since 2002, Brian has helped over 1,000 homebuyers achieve their dreams of owning a home. Brian's knowledge of current market conditions and his detailed evaluation of buyers' finances ensures that each buyer will receive the best mortgage to fit their needs. Brian is often commended on how efficient and effortless he makes the mortgage process for everyone from first-time home buyers to investors to experienced buyers. For the loan that fits you, contact Brian today. Hooters of Newark is located at 136 Astro Shopping Center, Newark, Delaware. Come in day or night to watch your favorite teams and sports on our many TVs. It's a great, fun-filled environment that is kid-friendly. Our craveable food menu has all the appetizers, burgers, salads, tacos, seafood, you name it, as well as our world-famous Hooters wings, which are the official wings of 302sports.com. Remember, you can always order online to take home our world-famous wings. It's your couch, our wings. Unique Image opened for business in Wilmington, Delaware in 1979 with one focus: wowing our customers with great products and even greater customer service. 30 years later, we are still doing exactly that. Whether you're looking for marketing tools to promote your business, gifts for your employees or clients, or planning a special event, we're here with the voice of experience to help you every step of the way for your complete satisfaction. Visit our new showroom in the Mill Creek Shopping Center, 4577 Kirkwood Highway. Unique Image, you envision, we create.
Middle court, we saw the action of Emily Jerome, and she was denting the floor a few times with some spectacular kills. The senior has high hopes this year for the Pandas and is really excited about the upcoming year. She had a couple great kills in that match, Len. So we are going to go to one right now.
Not that we need to be on, John, but we're going to be on.
All right, that's fine.
All right, Mike Lang with John Evans, the coach here at Tatnall. First, thank you very much for making this possible. You and Pat Jones. I know it was quick notice, but you guys said whatever.
Yeah, no, we're happy to have you guys. We just like a little bit more exposure for volleyball in general. Get these girls some recognition. So thanks for coming out.
No problem. Like I said, we talked to Mary Pat earlier. This could almost be the quarterfinals of the state tournament here. This is 7 of the best teams in the state. How did you guys put this together?
Well, we've been running a little bit of play day like this for a little while. First few years, it was Archmere, Padua, St. E's, and Tatnall here. And then it went over to Archmere for a few years, and now we might have another run of it here at Tatnall. Just trying to get some people who want some great competition on that kind of last day before Labor Day weekend.
I know Archmere gym is not air conditioned, and it's a little more compact, and there's a lot of room here at Tatnall, so this is a great place to have it. Although it's not really air conditioning weather, but it feels good in here. So.
Yeah, well, normally late August, early September, we're expecting a heat wave, so we were lucky this weekend.
So, as a coach, not necessarily specifically for Tatnall, but as a coach, getting to play this caliber of competition, that's really just can't do anything but help your team going into the season.
Yeah, it's invaluable. At a small school like Tatnall, where the depth is not the same that it is at other schools, when we get into competitive scrimmages, that's when we're still telling them, hey, go out there and take some risks against these really good teams, and it's going to all come up roses, Like there's no bad plays, no lost games here.
It looks like we've seen some great volleyball today. And,
right.
Looks like everybody's having a good time, and it's kind of less pressure than once you guys get the season started. The pressure's on. So
yeah, a little bit.
It'd be nice to have everybody here and just be able to get kind of a relaxed. It is very competitive, but a relaxed atmosphere. The girls seem to be enjoying themselves.
It is, yeah, and the coaches we're a tight unit within our coaches association, so everybody's super thankful for being here, and I'm happy to have them.
Well, you guys put on a great event today, and we're glad to be here. And thanks for coming by again. And this time your interview will be on this show.
No worries.
So it'll be this one live, and then the other one was already run on tape. So
okay,
that was more of a Tatnall specific one. So
right.
Thanks for doing this, John.
Thank you very much.
We'll see you tour down the line at some point.
Yep.
We got Tatnall on the radar now.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you.
Take care.
Thanks. All right, John Evans from Tatnall has been very helpful, along with his AD, Pat Jones. I don't know where am I looking? I'm right here. Here we go. So what do we have lined up here, Jason? We're getting
Padua is off, so if we could grab a couple Padua players for interviews,
you want to track them down?
I think you can.
You want me to track them down? They're gonna be like, Mike, we're tired of seeing you. So who do you want? Anybody in particular? We'll see if we can find.
I was looking maybe Emma Lucy.
Let's get that Emma Lucy
and Jessica Mullen.
Let me see if we can find them.
And we'll take a commercial break and come back and hopefully with some player interviews.
Life's too short to hate your home. Remodel your home with the pros voted Delaware's #1 home improvement company. Ferris Home Improvements has something for every homeowner at their new showroom on the corner of Kirkwood Highway and Harmony Road in Newark, Delaware. Explore products and layouts with the area's top designers. Touch and feel products that inspire your dream space. Ferris Home Improvements' pride in the details make them the area's best in roofing, windows and doors, siding, decks, kitchens, and bathrooms. Want a professional, no-pressure remodel? Go see the best at the Big Shamrock on Kirkwood Highway. Ferris Home Improvements. Quality workmanship from a neighbor you can trust.
The Hadley Group is your local real estate resource. Brian Hadley joined Patterson Schwartz & Associates in 2005. In 2013, Nicole Flora joined Brian, followed by Emma Burnett and Grant Jepp in 2014. That's when the Hadley Group was formed. Patterson Schwartz Associates offer you exceptional knowledge of local market conditions and a commitment to represent you honestly and professionally. So for your next purchase or sale, think the Hadley Group. Visit our website at thehadleygroupre.com.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Soto Concepts. Soto Concepts is an award-winning restaurant group on the culinary coast with 10 locations. We're a chef-driven group. Come check us out. See you soon. Soto Concepts believes in the vision of our founder, Matt Haley. Cook beautiful, simple food, develop the people we work with, and make the world a better place. Soto Concepts on the culinary coast with 10 locations from Lois, Delaware to Fenwick Island. Come check us out.
Mr. Italian began his career in home finance in 2002 as a mortgage consultant. Since 2002, Brian has helped over 1,000 home buyers achieve their dreams of owning a home. Brian's knowledge of current market conditions and his detailed evaluation of buyers' finances ensures that each buyer will receive the best mortgage to fit their needs. Brian is often commended on how efficient and effortless he makes the mortgage process for everyone from first-time home buyers to investors to experienced buyers. For the loan that fits you, contact Brian today. Hooters of Newark is located at 136 Astro Shopping Center, Newark, Delaware. Come in day or night to watch your favorite teams and sports on our many TVs. It's a great, fun-filled environment that is kid-friendly. Our craveable food menu has all the appetizers, burgers, salads, tacos, seafood, you name it, as well as our world-famous Hooters wings, which are the official wings of 302sports.com. Remember, you can always order online to take home our world-famous wings. It's your couch, our wings. Unique Image opened for business in Wilmington, Delaware in 1979 with one focus, wowing our customers with great products and even greater customer service. 30 years later, we are still doing exactly that. Whether you're looking for marketing tools to promote your business, gifts for your employees or clients, or planning a special event, we're here with the voice of experience to help you every step of the way for your complete satisfaction. Visit our new showroom in the Mill Creek Shopping Center, 4577 Kirkwood Highway. Unique Image, you envision, we create.
Tatnall High School. We got 3 more matches going on right now. We have Smyrna Tatnall, Red Lion DMA, and Archmere St. Mark's down in the far court. So 3 more matches going on right now. Padua is the off team. Mike's going to go see if we can line up some interviews for you. And so we got some action for you. A nice kill down there in the St. Mark's game. St. Mark's grabbed the point there on Archmere. And we are live here on the DMA Red Line game. DMA with the serve. There's a dig for Red Line. That's just a little long, and DMA gets the point. DMA will serve again. Great turnout, fan turnout here tonight at Tatnall. Another good point there for DMA. Like we said, the defending state champions have to replace 5 starters. They also have a new coach, Jen Johnson. They're going to be a team to look out for as the season goes on and they get more comfortable playing with each other. Yes, they were good last week. Struggled earlier today in the Padua matchup, but Padua can do that to any team in the state of Delaware. And now they're playing a tough Red Lion team. And this will be a conference matchup this year as they're both in the Diamond State Conference, one of the better conferences for volleyball. And speaking of my broadcast partner, he's coming with a bunch of Padua panels.
Too many E's on this team. Yeah. All right, Emma, we can, should we have, do you want to stand up or have a seat? Does it matter? We'll stand up. We'll stand up. You're young, you can stand up. All right, we're on live. We're joined by Emma Lucy, senior this year, huh?
Yeah.
Man, hard to believe. Seems like yesterday you were just a freshman.
I know, crazy.
So what's it been like in this preseason so far?
We've had a really good preseason. We have a new freshman, Mackenzie, who's been doing really well. We have some new middles. Our defenders are all fighting hard for that libero spot, so we've had a great preseason.
A lot of height on your team this year, it looks like.
Yeah.
Between you and Emily and who else is up there that I'm missing? And you're not even on the front line. You're setting this year.
Yeah.
So you have a lot of height. I think DSAP told me 3 girls like 6 feet or taller. So we throw in the front line up there.
Definitely.
So a new position for you this year. You were setting.
I set last year.
Yeah. So what's that been like? You know, I guess you have a chemistry with your teammates. You should be all set there.
Yeah, well, I'm a middle for my club team, so last year when DSAB had me set, it was a little different. Took some time getting used to it, but I love it. It's tough, but it's so much more fun.
And you're involved on every play, basically.
Yeah.
So, just playing today, we mentioned how much talent is in this gym today. This is really
Definitely.
7 of the top 10 teams in the state. Getting to play this kind of this is live. You know, getting to play this kind of competition this close to the season. How's this helping you guys out?
Oh, this is great. I mean, playing teams, obviously top 10 teams, it's so great. Playing these big hitters, good defenders, it's good. I mean, practicing with each other in practice is always good, but it's nice to see something new and different sometimes. So ready for the season.
Had a little tough quarterfinal match last year. Emily got hurt, and that's tough. And Ursuline obviously went to the finals. What does Paddle need to do to take those extra steps this year?
And since I've been here, we've always had a great beginning of the season, and then we kind of hit a point in the middle of the season where we start to, I don't know if we get relaxed or what, but this year we're definitely going to focus on staying focused and really just keeping that goal in mind of just staying focused the whole time, no matter who we're playing, how we're doing, just always focused.
So you're ready to go, huh?
Yes, definitely.
Too much practice. You had enough in practice?
I'm ready to play.
And you got your senior year. Do you know what you're doing next year yet, or no?
No, I'm still looking around.
You gonna play volleyball?
I don't think so.
No?
Nope.
That's right. You just go out with the state championship, right?
Be a nice way to go
That would
out.
Emma, thanks for doing this for us. And,
Thank you.
I appreciate it. We interrupted your break, so you can go take a nap now for the next half hour or so. And you can bring in the next victim.
Here we go. Oh, it's okay.
Jessica Mullen. Jess, not the little freshman anymore, huh?
Mm-hmm, not anymore.
How do you feel with the year under your belt and coming in and being a key part of this team?
I feel a lot more confident in my play. I think I know the girls a little better, and I know the pace of the game. And I think that this year is going to be a step up.
Came in last year. You started as a freshman. That doesn't happen a lot at Padua. I know you have Mackenzie Subject on the team this year. Was it intimidating for you at all last year coming in as a freshman and being counted on?
It was really intimidating. I was nervous a lot, but the girls were very supportive and very nice, and they really made a place for me on the team.
So as you were part of the team last year, you're part of the team this year. What do you see as your role this year on the team? I know you're playing on the outside.
Mm-hmm.
And how have you kind of taken more of a more assertive role, or how have you changed over that year?
I've tried to be more of a leader on the team. I'm trying to do a lot more, be a lot more confident in my play, and play smart and not just hitting the ball, and more placing it instead of just killing it.
How's your setter?
She's great. It's really amazing how she's so versatile and so well-rounded. Going from playing middle in club to being our setter, it's really impressive.
It can't be easy when you're you're playing middle all the time, and then one weekend at a tournament you're hitting, and then a couple days later you're at practice, and you got to be setting people up. So it's good to have some versatile athlete. I mean, Emily never played the back line till last year, pretty much full time last year. So you have a lot of well-rounded volleyball players and athletes on your team. Is that what you would say that?
Yeah.
So one freshman this year, Mackenzie.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are looking really good today. You feel good, ready to go?
Yeah, I feel really ready. This has really helped us prepare. Competition's really good, and it's going to help us prepare for the season.
And when do you guys start? I think I know. Let's find out.
The 12th?
Tuesday the 12th at Newark Charter. So you start with a really good team and a really good conference. A lot of tough matches on your schedule. You wouldn't have it any other way, would you?
No, this is great.
You ready to go?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Well, thanks for coming down and interrupting your break for us.
No problem.
And
it's a pleasure.
I know we're going to see you because we got Paddle on the schedule. Thanks for enjoy your sophomore year.
Thank you.
Driver's license this year, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Man, Jess, seems like just yesterday you were a freshman. But everybody gets older, right?
Mm-hmm.
Thanks a lot. You can hand
the
headset back to Jason and go enjoy your lunch. Thank you, ladies.
We want to thank the girls for coming on. We're going to take a commercial break and be back with some top 10.
Alrighty.
Life's too short to hate your home. Remodel your home with the pros voted Delaware's #1 home improvement company. Ferris Home Improvements has something for every homeowner at their new showroom on the corner of Kirkwood Highway and Harmony Road in Newark, Delaware. Explore products and layouts with the area's top designers. Touch and feel products that inspire your dream space. Ferris Home Improvements' pride in the details make them the area's best in roofing, windows and doors, siding, decks, kitchens, and bathrooms. Want a professional, no-pressure remodel? Go see the best at the Big Shamrock on Kirkwood Highway. Ferris Home Improvements. Quality workmanship from a neighbor you can trust. Life's too...
Tatnall play day. Mike, it's been a long day.
Doesn't feel like it, though.
No, it doesn't. We want to bring, for anyone who couldn't catch it last week, our top 10. We'll start...
I'm trying to remember them.
10 is Caravel.
Number 10 was Caravel.
9 is Conrad.
Conrad.
8 is Tatnall, who is here today.
I'm glad you remember these because I can't remember all of them.
7 is Wilmington Friends. 6 is Wilmington Charter. Number 5 is St. Mark's. Number 4 is Padua. Number 3 is Tower Hill.
Not here today. One of the few that not here today.
Right. Number 2 is Archmere.
That's right.
And the top team
would be the Ursuline Raiders.
Correct, the Ursuline Raiders. And we also, there's a couple teams here that aren't on our preseason top 10. Red Lion, Smyrna, and DMA. All are very capable of being in the top 10. This year, like we said last week, this year is one of the most wide open in a long, long time. There's all 8 teams here today, plus a bunch of other teams that are not here today, all have chances of winning the state tournament this year.
Well, they can look at us in a couple weeks and say, hey, we belonged in your top 10, and we'd be happy to put you there.
Yes.
Yeah, go out and play. I'm just looking forward to a real exciting season. I'm glad that we were able to get this done. Once again, we need to thank all the coaches and all the players and the athletic directors. They've been there's not one coach, AD, or player that has told us no for an interview or for coming by practice or whatever we needed. They've all been so helpful, and we couldn't do it without them.
No, absolutely. And our mission here at 302 Sports this year is to bring you volleyball. And so we needed a couple days like this to let you see how well these girls play. And all coaches are looking forward to the coverage this year in volleyball.
Yeah, they've been great.
And they've been great. We want to thank Glenn Evans, who's run around to 38 different schools in the last 2 weeks to get some pre-taped interviews for you today. And
they tell the parents stop us and say how much they appreciate it. The girls appreciate it. The coaches. So it's really, we're going to be here anyway. It's really, we want to bring you this coverage, and we're happy we can do this. And we're glad that everything worked out technologically today for us. And we have not been in the kill zone today, but there's one that got the chair. Len's got hit a few times. I got one off the leg.
And before we're going to close out the show now, but before we wrap up, there's a couple things we want to bring up. We mentioned earlier, September 6th, our first live show at Hooters in Newcastle.
Wednesday.
This Wednesday coming.
Newark.
Hooters in Newark, not Newcastle.
On Kirkwood Highway, right?
Kirkwood Highway. That we will be live there. We'll be talking all 4 sports. We'll be doing top 10s. So if you can come out and join us at the Hooters in Newark.
And then we have the so the 13th of September, we'll be back at Hooters in Newark with the girls from the Canal Little League softball team. They were 3rd in the World Series. And then also our first live game is a week from tonight. Smyrna at Middletown. Football, the Harvest Bowl, a replay of last year's state championship. And we're looking forward to that one a whole lot. Jason and I believe will be on the call for that one.
Yes. And also, tentatively, our first volleyball match is scheduled for Thursday, September 14th. It will be Archmere at Wilmington Charter at 5 o'clock. But as always, check our website for our schedules. We will be posting them soon.
And remember, volleyball, they don't always start at 5 o'clock,
No,
so you have to be ready to go at any time.
So
I think that's about it, right?
Yes.
Why don't you take us on out of here?
Yep, for Mike Lang, Leonard Evans producing and camera, for all the coaches and parents here at Tatnall, thank you for letting us come It was a great day, and we will see you next week.
That's right. Thank you.